Good day to you. Merry Christmas, everyone. And I hope everyone had a good one. So happy Boxing Day as well. Everyone's probably laying about, completely exhausted, 5 stone heavier, and fucking hungover. But I hope everyone had a good one with the family and everything else. And I want to get straight into this one because it's fucking hilarious. It's a bit of a long one, but you know, everyone's got 3 hours to spare today, probably. Also, it's going to be a premiere, so, well, it's a premiere starting now, so feel free to chat in the comment section, any of the highlights or anything you think's funny at the time, or if you just want to be a fucking troll. So, yeah, I've got Paul, the personal trainer, thou shall not be named. Morning Breath is a great podcast you should all listen to. And I've got Charlie, who's becoming quite a regular at the shed. So, and hopefully we'll see these guys more on a regular basis each month. And yeah, let's get into it because I don't want to waffle on too long. Because I just want to play this one because it's fucking jokes. All right, enjoy. Merry Christmas, and everyone have a Happy New Year as well.
Last Christmas we kept you apart, but the very next day we parted away. This year, to save my career, I'll have to come up with something special.
That was wavy.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Who was that rapping?
I was gonna do my usual fucking. That's Boris. Boris the rapper. Don't you know him?
No, his next job then.
Yeah, maybe.
So yeah, welcome to the shed, guys.
Thank you, bro.
I think we can all tell it's a Christmas special, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, it does look very Christmassy, except for
Ho ho ho.
around.
It's Christmas!
That one's too much. That nearly killed my fucking ears. So yeah, this is going to be released on Boxing Day, and it's going to be released at 4 o'clock. So we're gonna go. I reckon we're gonna go for 3 hours, just to let you know. But no. Charlie, I can see Charlie's eyes through his glasses, yo. But yeah, I got you a lot of gift, innit? As it's Christmas.
I was about to ask you about this as well.
You know, just like, you know, gifting my own merch, you know. That's what you do.
Love that, man.
Yeah, also there's a scan on the other side.
Yeah, it's always...
So when you're having a little sip, you can...
Where does it take you?
Yeah. To the link page. So
Guess. Have a guess.
You can listen to
Buy more merch.
Buy.
It's a rabbit hole of merch.
Consume.
Yeah.
So what?
No, nice one, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. For Christmas, we're having a shot, yeah? Warming the cockles and
Warming the cockles.
Go on,
Yeah. So I think as well, like, I should just let everyone know, like, I dressed up like this, and to pick you guys up, I picked you up in a
us boys.
a
Christmas.
car that broke down. So I think the cheers should also be to the car that's
to
left.
Christmas. And the car. Oh, Jesus Christ.
And the mushroom that
And
will
the
forever
shroom.
die.
R.I.P.
I'm gonna have to do this out of a straw. That's a new one.
Oh, where's the mistletoe then?
Okay.
Oh wait, I've never done it yet. I don't want it to go in my beard. Oh wait, hold on.
I mean, doing a shot out of a straw isn't the best thing I've ever done, to be honest.
Fuck it, I'm gonna have to do the same thing, to be fair.
So yeah, Christmas.
Christmas.
I know.
I remember my first shot.
You doing a shot? Why are you sipping a shot from a straw?
If I drink it from the cup through this beard, it won't even go in my mouth.
Just take the beard off for a second, no?
No, see.
Can you find your mouth? He's struggling to find his
I've
mouth.
got to maintain anonymity, or is that even the word? Anonymity?
Anonymity.
Animosity.
Wait, what is it?
Animosity.
Anonymity.
We just sound so retarded, right?
Yeah.
Anonymity.
No, I think
I thought it was anonymity.
I know how to spell it, but I can't say it.
I don't even know how to spell it. But anyway, everyone knows what we mean, so that's language in itself.
Yeah, I guess so.
I've got the first question. Mr. MB, what did you come as?
Mr. MB. Oh. I came as the ghost of
Public
Christmas future.
transport, fucking.
This is what Christmas is going to look like, bro. We're going to suck the soul out
Standing
of it.
outside number 10.
We're going to suck the soul out of it.
Just grey.
Colours and outfits, just grey, mate. I come from like the year 3000 or something, mate. It's peak.
So who's rolling number 10 on Christmas Eve?
Ooh.
What's going on there?
Shubs.
Oh, what?
You
Shubs?
see,
Light up Boris.
Boy. What do you not think about that, though?
what?
That's wild.
What, the party?
It is kind of wild,
That
isn't
is-
it?
I don't think it's
I
wild.
don't think it's that
I
wild,
don't-
man. How many other people are having parties? Obviously, they're not part of government. And
Bro,
whatnot.
do you know how a
Yeah.
conversation works on a podcast, Sam? I'm starting to make a point. Bro, I'm coming up with a good, funny, consistent point, and I'm just getting cut.
Sorry.
Cut.
Go back to your
Sorry, go on,
punchline.
you gotta go again. You gotta go again.
All right, we're gonna put like this would be like the talking. What would you call it? I can't remember what it's called.
Oh yeah.
Well, like a
Yeah, if you got that, you could speak. If you got Captain Morgan, that's it.
oh mate, that cab driver was cracking me up on the way here. You know, we'll say that for after.
Oh,
yeah, go.
I was so close to just using that cliche. I'm the captain now. 'Cause he just kept, was I the only one? I think he just kept saying captain,
yeah,
and
I
the
was
way he was
thinking
using fucking up.
Yeah, but the fact that he didn't realise that the Grinch was sitting in the back of his seat at all. He didn't even know I was there, bro.
He didn't give a fuck.
He's just like, the world is over, you know,
Yeah,
lockdown's
for
going to
real.
happen, you know, Boris isn't going to lose his job, he's in now. And then when you asked him any question, he was just like, don't you worry. I know what's going on.
I believed him though. I can't lie. He spoke with so much confidence that I
Yeah.
fucking believed him.
He
bro.
was convincing for sure.
He was.
I respected him. I can't lie.
Yeah, same. You can tell he just like drives around listening to LBC all day or something. innit?
I know this.
yeah.
We need to steady the shit. That's what it is. We need to steady the shit. A captain doesn't leave their shit. Fam, a captain doesn't party whilst telling the rest of Actually, they probably do, actually.
Why not, bro? I don't know. I think it's bad, but like
Yeah, but there's more things with them than a fucking soap opera, isn't there?
this is what I'm saying. Like I can't believe that's the thing that's tipped people over the edge. The amount of fuckery that this government gets.
Yeah,
But why,
Bro,
why everyone's looking at that? They passed a bill where you can't protest, and which is coming into effect next year.
Yeah.
Plus, you know, Boris ain't a clown. It's an
You
act.
can't protest.
You can't protest, and now police are going to
Yeah,
search you. You know, not that I'm an avid processor, but at the same time, we need
Isn't that just
things like that.
we need that
Basic
right.
human rights, bro.
Yeah, we need that
Exactly, it's freedom of speech on the streets.
I remember my first protest was I think this was
right. The student protest.
Yeah.
I already
Yeah.
know.
Bro,
Actually,
that was
I already know.
fucking hell, you can't do that
Yeah.
anymore. My God, that was a mazza.
Yeah, that was bad. I can't lie.
I remember
What's
Tell
it
the
called?
story.
I'm
Tell
not
the
gonna-
story.
Yeah,
So
let's go.
I remember we come to college. Obviously, the protests about student fees going up.
Middle of winter.
Yeah, man, it was a cold day, but you know everyone had fire in their hearts. You know?
Student fees were going up from $3,000 a year to $9,000 a year. For what? It's the same
I remember
education.
this. I
Yeah,
remember
for the
this.
same shit. And then all I hear, I was like, everyone's like, oh yeah, there's gonna be a protest in like down and shit. If I was like, do you know what? I'm just gonna go to cause a mazza. Really and truly, obviously, it was a thing that was affecting everyone. But me personally, I was lucky to be in that final year where it was still 3 bags. But I was
Same.
like, do you know what? It's still outrageous. Man's gonna go and just kick
Yeah.
up a ruckus.
For the future.
For the
In the
future.
future, yeah. It just meant like a day of college as well. Like.
Yeah. And everyone from
Everyone
college
walked
went.
out.
Everyone was a
Wait, I don't know
walkout.
It was
about
a
your
walkout,
college. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a walkout.
Yeah.
But there was one funny moment.
Imagine being one of the guys that stayed in college that day.
Ah, man.
If I was a teacher, I'd be like,
literally
you're
got a-
waste, man. Go home.
Like, even if you don't go to the protest, like go home, bro. Like no one's gonna know. Like.
Do you know what's fucked about protests? It always brings people that like you've got people that actually care about the issues, then people like me that sort of like
People like me.
obviously care, but like I'm not there at the front line just like coming with like the posters and banners and whatnot, and then you just got other man who actually don't care. They just want to fucking riot, innit? Like
Any
and
excuse.
I'll never forget one of my friends from college actually got interviewed by like
Oh shit! Yeah.
and it was just so funny. And this is he's on the far side where I'm like he doesn't care, innit? Like he didn't even want to be in college, let alone uni. You know? And I just remember he was like, we need books. we need teachers. I was thinking, well, you'll get books. They'll just be $9,000, mate. That's what are you talking about?
Oh man.
I was just thinking, what are you on about? Like, the camera pans off of him. You just see him probably punching someone up.
just robbing someone,
Yeah, like, I was thinking, fam,
some poor student.
Kind
Like,
of just run into someone.
can you imagine what
this
like,
video, I'm taking his books.
can you imagine what the person was saying in like the interviewer's ear? The editor was saying in their ear, like, get away from him. Like, get away. Find someone else. Find someone.
They're probably thinking, get more of him on there. This will show why we're raising the fees.
Some Tory in his ear.
When I was at
By the way, that's not the end of the story, can I just say? That's not the end of the protest story. Fam, but you remember, so it's freezing cold, pouring down, and then they put a police van in the middle of the road, basically, an old one. Old. So, all the protesters would have just, no, it wasn't me, allegedly. What's it, statute of limitations and that? The crowd, the crowd destroyed this police van.
Okay,
That's outrageous.
I don't know if you lot can remember this. There was just one police van. They wrecked it.
I
think
remember.
Graffitied all over it, all of that stuff. And then as we're doing that, they kettled the whole group
Yeah.
right outside
That's
what's
weird,
it, Parliament
isn't that,
Square.
did you say?
Parliament Square, huh?
That's weird.
No. As them, man.
Watch the events unfold from afar.
But no, to be fair, the kettling was like,
Bro.
it wasn't even just a van. It was literally the street. I remember it took like fucking 2 hours or something to get out.
Yeah.
No, longer.
It was long.
We
and
was
it
there.
cold.
Bro,
I remember
middle of the
mad.
winter. I remember we was there from, it was something like 2 p.m., 3 p.m., all the way to 7 p.m. Police wouldn't let, and we're students, sixth form students, 16, 17 years old. They just kept thousands of people just in that kettle. But yeah, anyways, now you can't even do that.
Yeah, it's
I
mad.
remember going past that same road like the next day or a couple days later. It's like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, is that not a basic human right though? Just the right
But
to
that's
freedom
the
of
thing,
speech
innit?
and protesting? Like, is that not?
But that's
surely
the
they go
thing,
hand
like
in hand?
we're all looking at like the woman that laughs on stage, you know, like it's like, oh yeah, it's just a fucking joke, you know, I didn't even turn up to the party. But then the funniest part about it is the guy that Boris appointed to fucking investigate
investigate.
was
He
at
had
the
a party.
fucking party.
Oh, I thought he had his own one.
Well, yeah, probably after. as well.
No, the afters. The afters.
Investigation will take this later.
Yeah, it's just, bruv, this is what I'm saying. The game's rigged, bruv. The game's rigged. These men are all, these men are all in on it. Imagine, I've done a party and I'm just telling you to investigate, even though I know full well that you, bruv, come on.
Yeah, it's funny though, isn't it? Like, because people can lose their jobs or whatever, and like in the immediate short term, like, you know how she had to do that press conference and resign or whatever. But it's like, you're gonna be all right.
Yeah, she's been
Yeah,
stuck in
yeah.
property
All
for
right,
fucking
like
10 years.
you'll find a nice little job in the private sector. Or, like, someone else, you'll be all right eventually. So there's like no real consequences really. It's just kind of funny, isn't it? Like, you can't
Victimless crime. Almost.
literally, like, it's mad.
It's insane. And then, as you said, like all the other laws that are getting passed, like the universal credit getting lowered by 20 quid. Bro, that 20 quid's the difference between
nothing left.
the parents eating and the parents not eating. Like,
Yeah, well, maybe they should just stop picking up drugs and buying food for their children.
Yeah, here we go.
Right? Not being funny, right? But we gave him too much. What?
Yeah, but at the same time, now
For balance, innit? For balance. You go. You know what I mean? You got to be some can't be in a room with people just agreeing with each other. Like, it needs some balance.
But at the same time, that what's her name, Pretty Patel or whatever, she's saying now that students, she's like, students, they're druggies and they're
Right.
yeah.
what else are you gonna do? Study?
Yeah, exactly.
So
Not
like
with
she's,
9 grand. Bro, they didn't even drop the fees when there's no lectures and shit.
Yeah,
All lectures
yeah,
online. They're not even
nah.
dropping.
That's a piss take. Imagine being like an
9 bags
international
for-
student
9 bags
paying
for-
like fucking 13 grand or whatever.
For PowerPoint. My God.
But now she's saying that any students next year, if you get caught with drugs, or just in general, if you get caught with drugs,
Yeah.
anyone that gets caught, you know, like high-profile drugs or whatever,
Yeah.
I don't think with a little baggie of weed you'll get it. But your passport and license is going to be taken away.
That's mad.
It's like you're trying to push one drug, but
like
stop all
America.
the other drugs.
War on drugs all of a sudden on
Yeah.
students. Fucking,
But
it's strange. If you're gonna go after people that are doing drugs, why attack the students who, if I'm honest, you know, they're just doing it on campus, going to a couple SUs. Fucking hell. You think if you want to start the people doing drugs, you want to go to the fucking city, mate.
mate.
They're all on it. You know? What have the students done to Preeti? Like,
But it's not just that. She needs, bro. It's all the MPs and shit. Apparently they found traces of coke and all this in the bathrooms.
Probably deflecting them.
False, man.
I mean, yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, the son went in there years ago, innit? The
Yeah,
guy
'cause-
must have been like, "Whoa, that's a bit. Whoa, that's another nice bit."
my tongue's numb.
Talking at
It's
them.
like, it's like
Best
Gordon
in London.
Ramsay. Fucking, have you seen that skit of Gordon Ramsay when like they're in his restaurant and he goes into the toilets and like,
Oh
it's,
yeah,
like,
yeah. I
dust
know,
on the thing. He's like,
yeah.
I can't believe people are doing gear in here on a Tuesday. And it's like, no, mate, they're doing gear. It's not what they- it's like they're doing mate, it's on a Tuesday. Oh, what? So it was a Friday. You turn a blind eye.
So like, obviously it being Christmas, just to bring it back a little bit to
Oh,
Christmas.
yeah. Go on.
Because the politics, let's not give them lot too much fucking airtime.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they don't deserve it.
Fuck
Because they're on our fucking TVs
Politics,
every fucking
more like.
day. Yeah.
Can't trust politicians.
I can't even claim that one.
Politics. No.
Politics. Yeah.
But like going into the tradition, right?
Policants.
Right, I got,
Keep going.
Keep making them more.
I got to show you.
Sorry, go on, man.
No, good. I got to let you.
Politics.
I got to let you see this, right? So I looked into a theory on Christmas. So like this mushrooms that's dying.
Oh yeah, I've heard about this still.
Yeah, so like it's in Siberia, isn't it? They that mushroom, right, grows underneath a fucking pine tree, right?
Which is the
Which
tree,
is
the Christmas tree.
The Christmas tree, right? So the shaman, right, would go and take one of these mushrooms, which are highly toxic, take one of them and basically eat that and then tell the pine tree and have a conversation with the pine tree, right, about how the village has gone that year, right? Then what he would do,
say that again.
so this like a shaman like this, like maybe not a female, might be a male or a female.
Yeah.
But basically he would
They'd
go,
eat that.
he would eat that, right? And it's a fucking one of the strongest mushrooms. Basically this one, but I didn't even know the connection when I got that years ago.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So then he would eat the mushroom, tell the pine tree, obviously pine tree, Christmas tree, right? So he would tell the tree or talk to the tree, tripping off his fucking nuts basically about the village problems, yeah. But after that, right, after he's done his little ceremony, he would take the mushrooms, right, and if they weren't dry, he would hang them on the tree. But if the tree was too snowy, the pine tree was too snowy and wet, right? This is nuts. He'd put them in a sock and hang them over a fire.
Oh shit. Stocking.
Stocking, right. It goes even more, right? He would wear red and white, so he would look like Santa, right? And also, because they were highly toxic,
But
right?
wouldn't he wear red and white to look like the mushroom?
The mushroom, but obviously
yeah.
Santa looked. Right.
I thought that Santa came after. Oh, right.
He looks
No,
like you, bro.
no, but it's because you said Santa. I was like, surely that came after. Okay, sorry,
Yeah.
go on.
So it's basically where the tradition comes from, in a sense. But then reindeers, right, love these fucking mushrooms. So what they do, right, is they eat them. They get high because their stomach's like, I think probably really acidic, or it can deal with it better than a human. So what the shamans do is wait for the reindeer to take a piss. Then they take that piss and they drink that. And the reindeers, right? The reindeers wait for the shamans to take a piss because they love this shit so much. They go into the snow where he's taking a piss and yam it like, yeah.
Bruh.
Then the shaman bags up his lovely dried fucking mushrooms, right, and takes them back to his local village. And the snow there would get so much over the front doors of these like small tents that they would have, right?
Oh my god.
So he would climb in the chimney
Sounds ridiculous.
and pour them down,
No,
bro.
you're joking.
Yeah, this is true. This is
Is
true.
this legit?
This
Like-
is legit.
Wait, he was climbing the chimneys?
Literally.
I went and pour what down?
Literally.
This is like the Saint Nick story.
No,
But, like-
no. So Saint Nicholas was also true. He would give gifts to the children. That was, he's a black male.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they eradicated that.
So this
one.
is like the alternative Santa
No, so
origin
this
story.
is like, yeah, but still North
Yeah.
Pole. But everything's been commercialized from an original story somewhere along the line. You know what I mean? Or someone's just been mad
Adapted.
enough, adapted into a way of
Yeah.
a westernized world,
Maybe,
right?
yeah.
But so he would drop down, but then drop down presents. If you do mushrooms, you're very present. So it's like gifts, you know what I mean?
That's a reach.
That's not a real
Where's the village though? Where's the village?
guy coming back from
Yeah, where is
Siberia.
this?
Siberia.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, North Pole basically.
What's Siberia is like Russia, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
So what's Russian for presents? If it sounds like presents, then maybe
I'm
we
not
got a link
sure.
there.
I'm not sure.
Google it, innit?
That's the link.
Look, go there.
But still, but then words the other day I was looking at breakfast. Break fast.
Yeah.
I didn't even fucking clock that. I was like,
Oh, no, I
what?
knew that one.
Yeah, I was like, right, and you got a whole aisle of how to break in a shopping centre of how to break fast.
Break your fast.
Yeah. And now I don't eat till 11, 12. I ain't breaking no fast.
You're evil.
But yeah, that was my little fucking research I did on Christmas, to be honest. And I was like,
that's
what?
actually mad.
I was like, what the fuck is like? I think with everything
the Grinch
though.
coming with that toxic Christmas knowledge.
Yeah, but
Makes
I think,
sense.
But I think,
No,
but
joking.
imagine doing these shrooms on fucking Christmas Day with your family in a tent.
Bruh.
In freezing cold weather, like just like communicating with your family.
I can't see it.
I can't even, that seems unimaginable to me.
It would be a madness. So, like, but where do you think? Obviously, we've gone through a massive change, innit? Like, from the last 2 years of where we can go, what we can do, who we can hang with. So, like, and now we got the metaverse, we got all these different things. Do you feel like any of you feel like maybe traditions and cultures in the next decade are going to change, or we're going to stick to these same things? Because I feel a lot of them have been disrupted to create a new one, and then we're going to go into that kind of avenue. So, where do you lot feel like that, Charlie? You want to go?
I feel like definitely traditions are changing. Just it's like the work culture, the office culture. That everything's changed there. Like to be fair, I've never really worked in an office, but you know, I assume they're calling people back, and people don't want to go back so much.
There are some stuff so rigid and just long-standing that fucking hell, you'd need a 10-year pandemic for companies to stop wanting people to be there on the ground in the office under the watchful eye of the fucking
Big brother.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah.
But
I think the thought police want you at home. Must be fucking
exactly.
mad thinking.
But I saw an article saying, oh, you know, basically deeming people who want to work from home as lazy, and saying, you know, oh, they're napping and they're cooking and they're
you're
having
goddamn
sex
right, but
and
you know, still doing work.
Oh wait, they're living life, right?
Yeah,
You
so
know?
they're doing all of this
Fucking
in their
hell.
time, but as long as they're getting their work done, why do you bro? Let the people do what they want to do.
Yeah,
if they're getting the
Absolutely.
work done, they're getting the work done. Why?
Yeah.
Why should they have to spend 2 hours in
And
their
then
entire
kind of
day?
work
But
culture, innit?
could they be getting more work done then?
Well, if they're getting the
Ooh.
job done, that's all that matters.
But they could be getting more of the job done.
If you're doing the job,
What if
It
the job
shouldn't
is
matter.
to do more?
all right,
it's
Mr.
like-
Capitalist.
It's like if you, it's
fuck?
like if, it's like if you had
true
a,
though, it's true
it's
though.
like if
It's
you had a
work
cow,
culture.
like, and you were milking it, and if you were milking it from the hours of 9 to 5, but I was milking it from the hours of 9 to
Okay.
9, I'm getting more
No,
milk.
but you're not, because you're
than
gonna
you.
kill the cow. You're gonna kill.
I'm milking the cow
And guess
good.
what? We'll get another cow to replace
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And this is the problem. So it's like, and if you're milking the cow from 9 to 5, and I'm milking it from 9 to 9, I'm winning.
No, but this is where your anecdote, in my opinion, doesn't make sense, because there's only so much.
It's
I
work
worked on a
culture,
fucking
work
dairy
culture,
farm.
bro.
I worked on a dairy farm.
He literally milked the cow.
Yeah, you literally
Milker right now.
talking to the.
He's been
So
milking
there's
cows.
only so much milk a cow has. So if you've done that job, you let the cow go back into the field and graze. Do you know what I'm saying?
Fair
So
enough.
if whether you so it takes a certain amount of time to milk that cow.
Yeah,
If you're in the office, you're dragging that milk in for the whole day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Just to make yourself look busy to the boss, so to keep him
Yeah,
happy.
that's also a good
Whereas
point.
at home, you're getting it done within an hour and a half, so you can do other stuff. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But it's still getting the job done. You've still milked that cow.
Yeah,
We're
the
killing
udder
this
is still
animal.
red raw at the end of the day.
As a vegetarian, like, yeah, hopefully you don't chop your own head off at the end, you know what I mean? I've done my work today. Sorry, I went deep.
Sicko!
Oh man.
But yeah, I mean, who knows where it's going to go? I mean, I see two people get married in the metaverse.
Really?
No way.
Yeah. And then I see this other guy
What are
the
people
other day.
using it now?
Yeah, so, but that's what I found. Like, I see this guy the other day, right? And they're sitting at a table, yeah, and he's just like, I just disagree with people like working in VR. Like they're having a full chat, right?
Hang
So I
on,
just-
what's this metaverse stuff?
Right.
I'm not up to date.
Metaverse is the new Facebook. Facebook has called it Meta. They've developed now, rather than it's going to be a 3D visual world, which is going to have different companies that will be involved through Oculus. So you'll put on the VR headset and then you'll go into.
Have you seen Ready Player One?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like Ready Player One.
Ready Player One. So that
shit, I need to sign up, fam.
Yeah. He's in straight. So this guy's standing there,
Gonna sign up for 22 hours, do the other 2 hours in gym, and just sign.
Safe. So he's going like, he's going in on about like how people shouldn't be earning money out of it and all this. And then there's literally they're called community guides. And this guy's like, hey, I work here. And he's like, how much do you get paid? He's like, $20 an hour. So he literally jumps in, goes talking to people. So they've now switched their customer service people to go and sit at tables and stuff in the metaverse and go and talk to people like little icon, community support people. Like,
I might have to look at part-time jobs, No, real talk, bruv. 2 hour shift in the metaverse on the weekend.
It's not even a bad shout.
From yard, probably get the Oculus for free as well.
Yeah. Little 3 hours a day, you just go and jump in there. But like, I hope it doesn't get to the extent where, you're gonna have Christmas. Like you ain't got no dinner there, but you're gonna have a Christmas. Like, how far is this gonna go on tradition?
But yeah, wait? What did you say about people that don't have families? You say?
No, go on.
Oh, I was gonna say it could be a good thing for people that don't have families, or if you're lonely, or even now in the pandemic.
That's a good side.
What if you just found out on Christmas Eve that you got COVID and you have to fucking isolate on your own?
Yeah.
Can go into the metaverse and just spend it with all the other people that are isolating.
Yeah, but but don't you find now that correlation is a bit weird?
Mr. MB, what do you think about that answer?
Yeah.
About Dennis's answer? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But I don't know. I just think it's all weird. I don't think I'll ever get used to it.
Don't you think it's a bit weird how it's all like we're all locked up, and then like AI is going in this way, and now fucking the metaverse is going this way. Like it all.
It's like Black Mirror. Like we got to Black Mirror times. Bare quick.
They were talking about dystopian future. That's dystopian 2 years from now. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
honestly, it does feel like it feels weird. But every now and then, like I've had this debate with myself. It's like, should we just be like rolling with the punches, like, or are we just gonna be one of them people that are just like old and like back in my day, or like how I remember it. Like,
all we had was Facebook and MySpace.
Essentially,
who was that, bruv? But at the same time, I don't think Santa over here. But at the same time, we don't have our grandparents or parents, like they haven't had a whole entire shift. Like great grandparents war and stuff like that. But this is like, we're going into like, it's the digital decade. You know what I mean? The oil industry or all this is going to change now. And we're going into like, you're going to have 3 different parts of you. You know what I mean? You got your social media digital presence, then you have a metaverse presence, then you might have an NFT presence, like all this kind of shit that like is off of one person.
Sorry.
So loud, isn't it? Yeah, go on.
Then can you imagine like being a grandparent and your kid is going to be like, he's not even going to be there. He's going to be in the metaverse.
Yeah, but then you're
like, fuck this, bro, I'm out, bro.
to them in
You
the
can sit with
metaverse.
your NFTs. You know what I mean?
No, you just buck up with him in the metaverse, innit? You're like, oh, yo, like, where you at? And then you go to, like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just adapt, like.
Yeah. It's a brave new world that we're in, and it's funny. I feel like
It's a brave
we're honestly. I feel like history is just repeating itself, but we're not realizing because we're now on the receiving end of all this new shit, and you're just thinking, bruv.
In what way do you think
Yeah,
it's
what
repeating
way?
itself?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Because I don't think there's a lot of repetitive shit going on right now.
When the internet probably first came out, like everyone's probably thinking, oh, this ain't gonna work. Why am I gonna go online and fucking speak to someone when I can send them a letter?
People definitely said that. That's the funniest thing. People said that.
And then as it, and then as it picks up, you realise actually, hang on, this is quite practical. It solves a lot of problems, and we'll get left behind, man. I honestly feel like we're at that stage, and it's like, we complain about old people that are like, oh, they don't want to learn. Like even my mum, like she don't want to learn about. But she's still getting me to book Ubers. I was thinking, no.
Like 2 years old, like,
yeah, it's like for one, you never send me the money back, so that's the most of it. But 2, it's actually easier if you do it off of your phone.
How did you just out your mum like that?
Yeah.
No, it's not even the money, but when it's a couple times a week, it's like, come on, man, you're taking the piss. Do you know what I mean? You're taking the piss. Like, if you downloaded it yourself, it would actually be easy, like, because it would do off your location where you are. Whereas I've got to like ask. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's long, but it's like it's a similar thing. Like you've got to get with the times. Like,
but I think you saying that, I think that generation, it's like it's a slip. Like they slipped because they didn't grow up with it in school. They didn't get it at that time. So, but we have, and I think for me, I'm on tech. Like I want to follow tech. But I still can't be as quick as my two little brothers. Yeah, because they're not even on it anymore. They're in school.
They got more time.
I'm in a fucking shed.
Got more time.
I've got a lot of time. Okay, fair. So, but like I think because we've grown with it, like, you know, if we're gonna go into fucking Neuralinks with Elon Musk and stuff like that, like you're gonna be even. Go on, tell me the word. Tell me the word.
What?
What did you say?
Nothing, man.
What are you gonna say?
No, I've done it enough on the on the last episode I was on.
Musk.
I done it enough, and I felt bad after. Still, like I thought, is that picking on someone with dyslexia? But then I realised I was like, no, it's just picking on a friend. You know what I'm saying?
And it's my superpower, dyslexia.
Yay! All right, yay! All right, yay!
That's how I look at it.
Go on, do it. Go on, do it. I know you want to do it.
What?
Oh, go on. Hey.
I was enjoying that. Is
that
uncut version?
But I think with that, say we're going into that world, like if you've got it like linked up to you, then it's just going to be like, hi, you need an update. You know what I mean? You wake up in the morning and be like, you need updating. It's Christmas Day. Here's a present. You know what I mean? 1.5.
New skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Fucking hell.
It's fucking weird, man. I don't know how to keep doing it. But
I want to do my best to keep up. Not like I'm never going to be at the forefront of any of this technology or stuff like that, but I want to, like, even the metaverse stuff, I've literally just heard of it now. You know what I mean? It's already one more thing that's
probably a good thing, man.
Yeah, no, it's true. Like, I don't want to get fucking addicted to all of these things, but yeah, it's good to just know about them and I don't know how people are using them and shit, man.
Everything will end up migrating into the metaverse. Like, that's how I feel. Like,
even
jobs, or as you're saying, but
like work
everything.
from home, but in the metaverse.
No, but it'll be everything. It'll be like
meetings.
relationships, everything.
Peak if I have to log off.
Everything's gonna move that way, in my opinion.
Would you reckon it's going to be like that?
That would actually be peak.
Like that Black Mirror episode. You know the one where Daniel Kaluuya's in it and he's like,
Oh,
the cycling,
like the.
Was it 1,500?
15 million merits.
That's
But
it.
no, that's.
Yeah, and it's like everyone's got an avatar and they're like watching it.
Yeah.
I think it'll be more. It'll be
that?
like Daniel Kaluuya, the one that Daniel Kaluuya was.
It's like season
It's
one.
one of the
He's
first
on
one of
they're on the
first
bikes. They're on the bike.
And he's like in that.
And then
place.
Bashi's the
The
judge.
judge.
Yeah. You accumulate points by cycling when you're not
Yeah.
in there, or are you cycling?
No,
you're
I'm
cycling
talking
when
about-
you're in there.
I'm talking about like the actual talent show when he's up on stage. It's
yeah,
like
I know the
all the
one.
audience and like avatars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it will get more and more like, as I said, Ready Player One, where everything migrates into it. Like literally your relationships, his friendship group, he doesn't know who they are. And when they have to end up meeting in real life, like the guy, there's one who's like a male in the game, but it's actually a female. Like you don't know who you're talking to, but I think everything.
Yeah.
And then his romantic relationship is in. Or have you seen Free Guy as well?
Yeah, I have actually.
No,
Yeah.
seen that.
It's pretty funny though.
I was surprised. I thought it was gonna be shit.
Nah,
I like the end, bro. Where he's just and it's like fucking. He brings out the Captain America fucking thing.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
But I think
you should see it.
I think the reason why I think these things, we're not so far off from it, and it's not so different to what we used to do. Like, for example, bruv, I used to be addicted to Call of Duty 4 Modern
Say
Warfare.
something else for a second.
I've got many. I got
Many vices.
Many vices. That's it. But nah, Call of Duty 4 on, what was it, PS3? I think I played like 30 days online,
Days.
and like. That's a very similar thing. Like there were people I used to do fucking Team Tactical with that I'd never even met before. I'd just met them on the game and had them in like my friends list or whatever, and we'll just message and just log in
Do you
and
ever
just
like, have
play.
their numbers or anything?
Nah, but I had a headset in it, so you'd speak. So it's literally, it's pretty much Ready Player One, but obviously they're just the fucking some next American or Chechnyan in in the game.
Yeah,
but you
without free roaming, basically.
Yeah, but it's very similar, and it's just
my brothers have got
evolved.
friends like they'll chat about them.
Yeah,
like talk about what they do and what. And I was like, does he come around ever? No, he's in America. I'm like, rah. So it's like, you know, but they live in Spain, so they went through the whole lockdown period there, and it's like it was like you can't leave your fucking house more than 50 meters. So gaming to them was like it's a connective basis, and I think if we're in a reality and that reality becomes like the metaverse more of a reality, then you know the worry is when you step out, is it going to be, you know, you're going to be like, fuck, I was just flying. And now I've got to get the bus.
I can't afford the bus. So I got to walk.
But I mean, if we're talking about life moving more and more into a space which is like the metaverse, it goes back to like what Elon Musk has said and what other people have said about simulation theory and how they believe we are in a simulation essentially. And I think it was him that said
The Matrix.
Yeah, exactly. But I think
The Matrix is everywhere.
I think it was him that said it's more likely that we are in a simulation than we aren't. Like there's all those sorts of quotes from him, and like he's a special mind. You know what I mean? And like if he
here
says
we
it-
go. This ain't gonna turn into an hour of sucking Elon Musk.
We're watching.
Mind.
Bro, you don't think he is?
I
Bro,
mean,
look at all the
I
stuff.
don't know. I can't lie.
Look at all the stuff that this guy's doing. He's going to space. Fucking.
Yeah, curing world hunger. Nah.
Maybe you
Forget
could.
that.
Bro, what did he say?
He
What
just
did he
wants
say
to go
the
out
other
there
day?
and look at
Yeah,
it.
it's not hard to go to space when you got lots of money.
Special abilities.
All right, what about the
Nah, he's doing
those
it.
tunnels that he's doing under all California?
The
and all that
hyperloops and things like that.
But anyways, saying about world hunger,
Sounds
what
like
did he
an evil genius,
say?
bro. You
He said-
Straight- what would you not be an evil genius with all that money?
No.
No.
Why are you talking shit?
Nah,
Why
But
are
that's
you
the problem.
I've been curing fucking.
Don't talk shit for the internet, you know.
No,
Don't,
I'm trying to think what I would do if I had that much money and influence.
I
And
know what
honestly,
you'd do.
Probably nothing.
You'd be dead.
It's that one massive orgy.
Just cum yourself to death.
Hey, sounds like a good way to go. Though.
It's true.
Whoa.
I've seen you
But
at best.
what's-
Wait, pause.
What's that line from Tyrion in Game of Thrones?
I'm the god of tits and wine.
No, I know
Nah,
you're
when he's like,
thinking of
when he
that.
talk about how he's gonna die, it's like a belly full of rum and a woman's lips wrapped around my cock. I don't know if that's the exact belly full of rum for
or
sure.
wine or rum, yeah.
Oh yeah, wine, belly full of
Close
wine.
enough.
But you know, there's worse ways to go, so I'm sure I won't go out like that. So, you know, we can all dream.
Bruv, that's not a high bar, you know. What you
Oh, they're just getting, mate. I almost got killed the other day. So I mean, I'll take that. It's a high bar to me. If I tell you what happened.
Wait, tell me.
Oh mate. So I'll give you the context.
Let me tell you one thing though. You don't need to go that close to the mic.
Oh,
Go a little bit back, it'll catch you. Just
am I
'cause-
screaming
just 'cause-
into
Yeah. That's all.
said.
But tell your story. Sorry.
Sorry.
It picks you
So,
up. It picks you up. Just
yeah.
relax.
The reason why I think it's such a high bar is because what day was this? Saturday morning. I'm in Uxbridge. I went on Akbar. I had to drop that easy one in. But let me set the
Don't
scene.
even give him that laugh, bro. You don't deserve it.
let me set the scene. It's 10 a.m. in Uxbridge. I get the bus to Uxbridge station.
Yeah.
Get off the bus, and I'm ready to just go back to central London. I get off the bus. I'm literally like crossing the road, and then as I'm crossing the road, there's two guys across the street, and one of them just screams, "For fuck's sakes!" So obviously, like a natural sort of reaction, you look at the person screaming that, innit? I feel like everyone would do that.
Yeah.
I look over and he just so happens to be looking at me as I look over and he's like, "What?" And again, like, literally, I've just got off the bus. It's 10 a.m. like, and I've got my headphones in. But obviously, when you scream like that, it doesn't matter what you're listening to, you're gonna hear it.
Yeah.
So I look away, and I'm just like still walking because I'm crossing the road, innit? So I'm still walking, and I keep walking, bruv. I look up. I just see an umbrella like flying through the air, and it literally lands like a meter or 2 meters ahead of me, and I'm just thinking, what the fuck? And obviously it's the guy that screamed what? So I look over again, and he's like, what, Wagwan, you black cunt. And then I'm just thinking, wow, like for starters, I've never in my life ever heard the words Wagwan and Black Cunt followed by each other. I mean, can't use my
confusion,
words.
yes.
You can't be
that's
racist and
confusion.
use my words at the same. Like fucking hell, like unbelievable.
Make your
Jack.
mind up. Like, do you like me or not? Like,
So it was just like,
it's
but
actually
like,
mad.
obviously, I wasn't even thinking about these comical moments at the time because, bro, I can't lie, my heart was racing, bro. Because especially
Yeah,
at
yeah.
10 a.m., like, I'm just probably caught me unawares, like, and he's like, what on, you black cunt? And I'm literally still like walking, like, but like at this stage, like,
Where is he to you? Is he like behind?
so as I say I get
You're
off
just
the,
like casually ignoring him, right?
say I get off the bus and I turn right, so I'm like walking straight, but I've like obviously jaywalked. So I'm like walking straight and he's sort of to my left, but like on the other side of the road.
Yeah.
But he's cutting across diagonally. But because I'm walking straight, we're not crossing each other.
Yeah.
Can I
So-
just say, yeah, if this story doesn't end up with you fucking him up, yeah, I'm gonna pull you away.
Well, it doesn't end like that, so I mean, spoiler alert. But no, so as he launches that umbrella, he's like on my left hand side, and then by the time the umbrella lands,
Was it raining as well, by the way?
Nah.
He's probably trying to help you out.
So by the time the umbrella lands and I'm walking again, he's like now like behind me, but is walking the opposite way. So again, like our paths are never gonna cross. But obviously the reason why I keep still staring at him is because I'm thinking, I'm not gonna antagonize this fucking angry white man. I'm gonna like obviously I'm gonna defend myself in it. Like I could fucking fight, but I'm not gonna go fight two man at 10 a.m. when I just thought I was on the train getting the train home. So like
That's the thing as well with people that are
I'm
that
not
crazy.
ready for this stuff. Like
No,
yeah.
A, you're not ready, but B, like when people are like screaming their lungs out at like 10 a.m., it's like you're clearly like not like an upstanding member of
You're
society.
not a member of
Yeah.
society.
So like you don't have a lot to lose from this situation.
Exactly.
So
No,
it's
no.
like when you try and fight
Everything to
people like
gain,
that, it's
yo.
like you're just gonna
What are
like
you winning?
what do you gain?
Yeah.
Like, do you
Like,
know
I
what I mean?
wonder
It's
what
true. Like, what do
happened.
you actually gain?
I wonder, I'd love to like have a bird's eye view and have been there like 5 minutes prior to me getting off the bus because it's such like it feels like a movie scene. Like it'd be
Yeah.
incredible to watch because like I just honestly wonder what happened 5 minutes prior to me arriving.
Like why he
And
shouted.
yeah, like if you could have the camera on
Kinda
him,
cool.
if you could have the
Really
camera on
forget.
him 5 minutes before me getting off the bus, like honestly, I'm
I'll
just a
tell you.
random bystander.
Yeah, sure.
He'd have a little bowl and he'd be
Probably drop
I'm just waiting for Dennis.
probably dropped the ball halfway through the. He was like, for fuck's sake! I'm staring. He's like, what? But yeah, so like, he's like, what gone, you black gun? And at this stage, I've got my headphones in, so I've taken them off because I'm like still walking, but he's like behind me, so I'm like looking back, making sure that obviously as I'm walking, these two guys don't
Get
just fucking
slept from behind,
yeah,
like.
exactly. Don't have just run up on me and just start punching me up. So I'm thinking, I'm not gonna stop.
Punctuating the kicks with it.
Yeah, black. What? Go on. Black. So I'm like walking and I'm just thinking, yeah, I've got my headphones off. If like I'm not gonna stop and start screwing these guys because they're clearly fucking unhinged. Like they just want it.
Yeah.
So I'm walking off. And like I keep walking, I arrive at like a bus stop. This is like 2 or 3 seconds after he's called me a black cunt, and I've like stopped staring back, bruv. I just hear something rattle off in the bus stop, like which is literally right next to me. Like so I don't know what he's launched, but he's just dashed something again. Thankfully it's missed me. Just rattles off the bus stop, and then again I'm like looking back, like just staring at him. He's like, what? Thinking, bruv.
Fucking hell,
And I'm
man.
just I'm also looking around thinking, just my luck. There's 2 other people on the road. One old woman at the bus stop and one old guy across the street. Needless to say, no one says anything and I'm not expecting them to back it anyway. So I just keep walking in it like I never.
Auntie.
Auntie, you gonna
Auntie.
be like, I ain't your fucking auntie, mate, you black cunt.
The whole road just turns on you.
Yeah, black cunt.
Get him.
Starts throwing stuff at him.
That's actually a mazza. I can't lie.
Crazy.
It was fucked. So after that, I keep walking, and like as I say, because he's going the opposite direction, he ends up just like out of sight, kind of thing. And then I'm like walking to the station, but bruv, it was a lot to process, you know. Like I remember when I was sat on the train, bruv, my heart was racing. I was just thinking, rah, like
What just happened?
I've actually
there,
been,
like?
I was like, I've experienced racism before, but not in like that.
Yeah,
That
he was
manner.
on crack, bruv.
Yeah, bro, not in that manner where it's like, bro, I've never had someone say to me
You
with
walk
their
down Brick
chest,
Lane
like,
on
be
a
racist
Sunday
to me.
morning at 10 a.m.
Yeah, bro, it was mad.
No,
I've never had
I
that.
have.
Like Brick Lane, bruv, it's fucking nuts for that.
It's
Like-
that's mad. I can't.
Yeah. So I mean,
like what you
going back to
said.
Tyrion, fucking hell, mate. If I could have died right there, imagine I didn't keep walking. If I just turned around when he was like, "Well, go on, you black cunt," probably would have got shanked up by two guys in the middle of the street. You know, so it's a high bar for me to get sucked off and die maybe on some overdose. You know what I mean? Fucking hell, I
Mate,
know what I'd rather.
The fact that you brought that back to what we was talking about is so impressive, you know, because I had no idea.
Forgot completely, yeah.
Everything's
I forgot how we
rel-
ended up on that.
Everything's relative, man. I was sat on that train that day, just on the way. I was thinking, raw, like that was fucking mad, bro.
Yeah.
Like it was.
But for no reason as well. That's
Yeah,
what's crazy.
this
You're
is
just
what-
you're minding your own business.
Bruv.
Didn't do
And then-
anything to even deserve the racism.
Fucking
In the whole-
thumbs up to you.
Do you know what's mad? The whole time this whole thing has happened, I didn't say one
Poor
word.
Dennis, bro.
I didn't say one single word
That's
the
the
whole
maddest
time.
thing, yeah.
Not one
That's
word.
crazy. It's literally just how you look.
It's fucking mad. Like, and I remember just being on the train back, just thinking, "Raw, man." And I don't know, it's weird
Hey.
when you know when you experience racism in like a, like just I
In
don't know,
like
a subtle context.
Yeah.
It's different.
Microaggressions and all
Yeah.
that shit. Yeah.
That's
I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
different.
When someone calls you a black cunt aggressively to your face, it fucking hurts. I'm not gonna. You can't rub that off. I'm not, I was like,
I hear
Nah,
that.
man.
raw. You know, I was like, I
that makes
remember
me
the train. I was like,
bare sad.
raw, man.
That's actually made me bare sad.
I remember calling
Yeah,
my
trust,
sister.
trust.
as
No, I
well.
love you
Trust.
for real.
Fucking hell.
mate.
Nah,
I
thank
love
you
you
for
for
this,
real.
man.
You're my brother. Do you
That
know what
shit
I'm
was-
saying?
Yeah. It's better you
that's
didn't
sad.
retaliate to someone
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
fucking
because you
sad,
don't know what
like-
they're gonna
Yeah,
have
exactly,
on them,
exactly.
or
Ain't-
like
ain't
this
worth
guy's
it,
rattling
yeah.
stuff off bus stops and
Yeah,
throwing
yeah.
umbrellas.
10
and shit.
a.m. on a Saturday.
Bruv, I couldn't. It was just like, especially like if it was in like I don't know Shoreditch off the back of a night, you might be expecting it a little bit more. Probably worse conditions. 'Cause you'd be waved, probably just get knocked out easily.
But certain times and certain places, like you just go and you just expect to have a normal journey. It's like when that hits,
Yeah.
comes at you like left field, it's a bit mad.
But that's what's
yeah,
crazy as
mad.
well about now. I think obviously that like 3-4 months last year lockdown. So anyone that's homeless or fucking on crack or things like that, like the streets are dead. So no one's out. No one's got change. No one's got nothing. No one's there. So these people just been like fucking.
Left to
What
their
they've been
own devices.
doing, you know what I mean? So it's probably got a lot worse in that avenue and
Yeah.
where it's going. But yeah. So
Yeah, it's true.
morning breath.
Yes.
Yes. So like I've
Oi.
been listening to yours, yeah. But when did you exactly start it? Was it through lockdown, like me, like wanting to talk to yourself, or was it just before that?
I don't
think
know,
it-
bro. It was like a year ago now. I think a year and a bit. Yeah. So I don't know. Like I've always like wanted to do something like that,
Yeah.
where it's just like kind of like I listen to a lot of podcasts myself, innit?
Yeah,
so it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
that kind of style is kind of like what I like to listen to as well, where it's just someone just speaking and just kind of like going off on tangents and that.
Yeah.
But I realized that when I started doing it, it's a bit more work that goes into it. So it's like that's why it's been a bit inconsistent.
Yeah, but I think that
Got an episode
first,
here and there.
who's got a phone?
It's his
It
phone.
was on the
Oh
table.
yeah.
No, you gotta take it off the table. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
but
gonna
I think consistency. Like I've always said, like building business or whatever is always like it's always like a clock, isn't it? You need all the cogs.
Yeah.
You need everything inside it to start working, and then it will start ticking. But you have to do all the inconsistent parts and all the things that don't work.
Yeah,
all
you just
the-
need to power through it. But the thing is with me, is like I don't
Yours are
like.
fucking hilarious, bro.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate
fucking
it.
Very
jokes like Uber Eats.
Hilarious.
Bro, I listen to it back and I
back
just think, what, like,
Yeah.
I hear the waffle.
The
you
most,
know what I mean?
the most
So it's different.
inconsistent person you'll ever meet.
Yeah. But you
How
should
many
just
episodes?
find
How
the
many
quickest
episodes?
way
I'll
to
take
jump
it.
on. I'll take it.
I'll take it. At least
Where's
I'm the
my
most
trophy?
something. Yeah, trust.
How many episodes in a year and a bit?
I don't know, I think like 6 or 7.
Jeez.
Yeah, but my first
Once every
series,
2 months. It's not bad,
yeah,
is it?
yeah,
It's
but
not
my
bad.
first series was a bit like that. Like I think it was only like 9 or 10 or whatever.
Yeah.
Because speaking to a mic, but you don't have a fucking clue what you're doing at the start.
Yeah, it's just like, especially when you don't prep as well, it's just like, fuck it.
yeah.
But it is what it is, man. It's,
No, you're special at what you do though, for real. It's sick.
appreciate it, man.
Sick.
Yeah, you just gotta keep going.
Fuck it, I'm just going to quit my day job.
Fuck, bro. If I was you,
I'm just going to quit my
Wait.
day job. On that
Wait.
advice alone, I'm going to quit my day job, bro.
you know I know what I'm
Well,
talking
haven't you
about.
already
What
quit
is
your
your day job
anyway?
without,
So you
without calling it out?
What's that?
What's the day job? Is that
Do I have to say?
Is he gonna put you in?
I don't know. I just feel like the more layers there are to unpeel, the better, you know?
This is good. This is good. It's like an onion, people.
Exactly. I'm like an onion, bro.
Let me say, Ryan, you've been fucking smashing it as well. That last episode, presents.
Yeah. I was emotional,
That was
bro.
sick.
I was
It was
emotional, bro. You know what? Like, I got
honestly.
told that day because obviously I got COVID. So even if I
you
wanted
got COVID right now.
right now,
God damn.
run.
I'm a psycho.
Basically, yeah, I got COVID. So even I was gonna go to Spain for Christmas, right, to see my
Had
mum and all
COVID
that.
for
Yeah, so I had COVID
listeners.
in August. So I don't know the whole ins and outs, but you can't get a vaccine in a period of when you had COVID or whatever. But
Yeah,
also
you got to wait
Spain-
like 4 weeks or something. innit?
Yeah, so Spain, but Spain's just literally like when they make a decision, they ain't like Boris. They ain't like, oh, we're gonna give you like 2 weeks, bro.
No,
And
it's
like
right now.
It's right now. So they literally said first of December to the 30th of December or 31st of December. You can't unless you're double vax, you're not coming in. So yeah, so literally like
Vamos.
yeah, so even esta mañana. So basically, like, basically, like, they was like, no, you can't come. So I thought, what am I gonna do? I was pissed off. I ain't been with my mum's in like 10 years for Christmas.
Yeah,
over in Spain. So
yeah.
like, I've usually been with my dad or whatever else. And it's like when people say to you like, oh, what do you care about what the government does or what it affects you, man. It affects every individual. And that was the first time I really, really felt it. So I thought, fuck it, you know what? I'm just gonna go and speak. I'm just gonna go let this out for a different course of energy, and that's what come out of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, go listen to President speak.
No, it was sick. That's what I'm saying. Like, respect, honestly.
Yeah,
It was
I think
sick.
it has to come from somewhere, and that's what yours come from somewhere. Like I guarantee, like you have this emotion or this situation that happens, and then you're like, right, I gotta fucking say this.
This is the thing,
This
like-
is too fucked up.
Yeah, this is the thing. Like, there's so many like I always used to get onto people that used to like like reaction videos on YouTube.
yeah.
But like, I think I understand it now.
Do you?
Like, because like, not maybe necessarily to like music videos and stuff, but everything you're always just reacting to, and it's
Of
just
course.
a throwaway comment.
Yeah.
But, like when you chuck enough of them throwaway comments together, it's like, ooh, that's something. Like, you know what I mean?
Do you know what? The one.
And
my
people can
favourite-
relate really well.
Yeah.
You know how a conversation works?
Look, yo, I've noticed you multiple times. If you want me to start putting a little thing in there, like,
Wait,
Jesus
I've got-
Christ, like,
I've got to go toilet, but obviously need to say
well,
keep
in
The
going.
Matrix is everywhere.
I was hoping to get a bottle.
Have I left a minute?
Can I just piss here? Can someone give me a bottle? Or
I
something?
was gonna put some shoes under the table though, but it ain't gonna
What,
work.
catheter?
Little interlude, like down the space toilet.
Hey,
See,
that's the S64.
He ain't gonna be able to-
But are we still going?
Yeah.
So what I was gonna say is the one.
Probably gonna get better now anyway. Fuck it.
Cut the dead
He
weight.
ain't interrupting too much. He's telling these little stories. He's doing well.
No, I'm joking.
Love that guy.
Go on.
No, but the one, what you were saying about, you got to feel something, it's got to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
The best for me, my favorite ever morning breath. Actually, I might need you to tell me to finish the story or to tell the story.
What's the story?
Dogs.
Oh.
Do you like dogs?
Are we dredging up this old stuff again?
No, but people
For the
ain't
people,
heard it, innit?
yeah, for the
I
people
guess
who ain't
so,
heard
yeah, I
morning
guess
breath.
so. Yeah, it's mad. I don't know, like. So, which one are you talking about? The first one?
The one. So well, from my point of view,
Yeah,
I listened
yeah.
to the episode Dogs, messaged
then-
you laughing. And then you
Yeah,
told me what
okay,
happened.
okay,
So
yeah.
so tell me about tell the viewers.
So, naturally, yeah, okay. Which camera am I looking to? So, like, you know that Rick and Morty episode where, like, it's like one of the first ones, isn't it, with a dog?
Yeah.
And he's like watching himself. Like they've given him like some helmet, and he's like watching himself, and he's like becomes more and
Me
more.
and him love Rick and Morty. Like,
Yeah, I fucking love
yeah.
it.
For real,
It's
for real.
Top tier show.
Top tier.
Top tier show. But yeah, like so he's watching the TV and he's like seeing like the wolves and that, and he's becoming more and more aware, like self-aware of like how men have like meddled with like dogs and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and how they sort of bred them for their own uses, and sometimes you just get dogs that are like French bulldogs, for example, that are just pretty much useless, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? No, it's facts though. Like
They can't
they're
breathe,
monstrosities.
yo.
They
Yeah,
look
no,
ugly. They can't breathe.
Yeah, they're
like
just
well,
It's sad. It's
You know what I
sad,
mean?
yeah.
It's
sad.
fucked. It's fucked.
Yeah.
But like,
You
Imagine
used to
it-
be a
imagine-
wolf.
you used to be,
used to be
Yeah,
a
yeah.
wolf.
you used to be able to look after yourself.
But
like.
imagine you saw a person like that.
Yeah.
Be like, right, who bred you, bruv?
No, but yeah, it's like no,
It
but
could happen. Though.
as you said, they're breeding them
But that's
for
what I mean.
that.
Yeah.
Like,
But they're breeding it specifically for that look.
It's like playing God.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of weird to
It
me
is
anyway.
playing God,
but like
completely.
after that episode, I started to think about it a bit
Pets
more.
to animals, like, you know.
Yeah, like,
there's
it's
no
weird.
difference, but we think it.
It's
You know what I
weird.
mean? Yeah, yeah.
It's
yeah.
weird, yeah. So I started to think about it a bit more, and then like, basically, I started to go off on one on that episode, and I was like, I somehow like ended up on like advocating for like, the mass genocide of like all dogs, just to put them out of their misery, innit? Like, because it just sounds like a sad existence. Like you could only go out when someone takes you out. You could only eat when someone fucking puts food on your bowl,
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
It's fucked. So yeah, I did that. Basically, like advocating for everyone to go out and kill their dogs.
Yeah.
Come back into the house, and like my housemate's dog bites me that same day, like a deep one as well, and he's never done that before.
He
so
sensed it, bruv.
he sensed it, bro.
I fucking heard you. My ears are bigger than the rest.
Yeah, trust. It's quivering. Like,
you have to go to A&E and everything.
I had to go A&E. He was in there for like 5 hours.
The Matrix is
Oh wait.
Sorry
wait.
about that.
Minor.
It's Christmas!
Yo, it's Christmas, Kickmas.
The Grinch.
On my life, next time you drop that, I'm gonna drop that.
I want
Hottest
8
F64.
bars, yo. 8 bars.
I was going 64. Come on, man, don't sell me
64.
short.
Oh, yeah?
Come on,
Ryan,
come
weed it up.
on. Wheel it.
Go on, do it.
Alright, turn it down in my headphones. innit?
They're gonna be so disappointed. Alright, right.
Anyways, alright, we're back. We had to edit out my freestyle because it's copyright, innit? We had to edit out that bro. Don't worry, hey, 2023,
back,
that's
go
out.
back, go
2023, come back.
Does anyone
Out.
need any more ice?
I'm alright for now, to be fair.
I like my Fanta
More
with no
ice, more
heist.
ice.
Ice.
No heist.
No
Anyways, yeah. So you advocated for the genocide of dogs.
Yeah.
Then the one dog that you happen to live with,
Yeah.
and that had never exhibited any aggressive behavior towards
mean-
you before.
I mean, he had. But
Oh, he had.
Fuck dogs, man.
Why?
What?
I mean, I'm with
Nah,
you
man.
for sure, but yeah, that is hilarious.
Man,
So
man
why-
came
why
back.
would
Man
I-
came back with that ready in the chamber.
Yeah, trust. He's like,
Hey, and it's fucked as well,
passionate.
man. Bruv, like 50% of girls on dating apps, especially on Hinge, there's, like, honestly, this is the throwaway stat, but at least 50% of women on Hinge, one of those 3 questions, there's a mention of, oh,
You know
if you
what?
don't get along with
I
dogs.
hear
Or
you.
something. Fuck off. Why do I have to like dogs? Why?
Wait, no, do you not like dogs?
I don't dislike them, but I don't like them enough that you should be putting it as some
know what it is?
prerequisite in your fucking.
But if they live with one,
necessity.
innit? Don't you think?
No, but some of them don't even have dogs in it. Oh, I don't know about it. It's
No, but you can
genre,
tell a
bro.
lot about a person by, whether they
You know
get
what,
along
though?
with
Some-
animals.
just to jump on that Hinge point, I do feel like that is kind of like a comment.
Do you see that bear in it?
No, I see it bear, but like maybe it's like
Or they're
it's just like
using the guy. They're
just like a
using the
stock
chick, the
phrase,
dog.
isn't it? Like it's not that deep.
yeah.
I feel like people just say it, like, but they don't love
It's,
dogs. But
it's,
it's just
you know
like-
what?
it's like
They
a-
use it like a personality trait.
It's like a personality.
There you
Okay.
go.
That's what it is,
Okay,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're
I'm not
dog
literally-
people, though, innit?
But wait,
Yeah,
go back
we'll all
to
stick
why
together.
you're not a dog person, and then I'll sort of.
I don't know. Yeah, I was just like, I mean, like, yeah, I was talking about when I got bitten in it, and then I had to go to hospital.
It was mad. The fact that it was like an hour after you dropped the episode advocating
Yeah.
for the
Yeah, it's just, the timing was
they
too
hear
funny.
it.
Like,
They
it
hear
was-
that shit, man.
Yeah. I don't know.
feel-
Maybe
they feel-
maybe
they
got a
feel-
vibe off me or something.
Yeah,
I don't
definitely
know.
You
caught
wouldn't
that
think
vibe.
that dog's dumb as hell.
That's what I'm thinking.
But clearly
That's why it
not.
bites, though.
French bulldog is retarded, bro. But it's like I probably should stop saying that word. I don't know.
But then I think
2021,
I
innit?
think with the dating apps as well. With the dating apps, I think some people use the dog.
Oh,
Like, as in
100%.
it's like,
Oh yeah, it's an
Yeah,
accessory.
I use
yeah,
accessory.
yeah. That
for
poor
sure.
fucking dog ain't got a clue.
But everyone
man.
uses accessories.
Ain't
Everyone
even
like,
a dog, it's their mate's dog.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
we know someone that uses their mate's dog on their dating profile.
Oi, oi.
Hey man,
Talking
you
of
you don't have to
Inch
like
profile.
him. Just use him. It's done bits for me as well.
To be honest, it looks like Jon Snow's dog, innit?
Yeah,
Ghost,
it's like exactly. It's like a dial.
like a direwolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what I said.
What didn't you say? It's like
What did you say?
Beowulf. I think that's a movie.
Oh
innit?
no, that's
yeah,
the
it
book.
is, yeah.
That's the book.
Book and the film,
Beowulf.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
So what's
No,
like
I read the book.
who's got a fucking you told a story, but who's got like a fucking mad Christmas story?
Christmas.
Mad
story.
Christmas.
I've got a
story.
Christmas
Like
story.
Drunk.
I've
Some shit always goes.
Oh,
down
you,
at Christmas,
you
like.
want something to like go? Oh.
Christmas scrap.
I remember the year that my mum said I'll ruin Christmas. It's not that
Is
deep,
it?
but
Did you-
my second favorite night of the year is Christmas Eve. My first being Paddy's Day, because you can't have a bad Paddy's Day, especially when you're around Paddies.
No.
But Christmas
Boston.
Eve, I'm out every Christmas Eve.
RIP.
It's the did you say the Keys?
I said the Boston.
Oh, the Boston, the Keys, Holloway, Camden. Let's go, Tufnell Park.
Yeah.
But I was out every Christmas Eve. That's when you see some people you only see on like Paddy's Day and Christmas Eve and days like
Yeah.
that. You only see them on
It's
that
true.
day.
Like they're
Because
all
you
like
all
you're
go
all from ends.
yeah,
but
the
it's like-
ends because you have to stay in the area. 'Cause
Yeah,
there's no travel, so you see people that you haven't seen since primary school.
Yeah,
Like
it
that.
does work out like that.
I
as
love
well.
it. I love
Yeah,
it.
it's nice.
But so one year I was out at the Boston, went to the Keys, whatever. They both closed down now, and went back to my pal's house. Fell asleep, like just conked out on his bed, whatever.
Yeah.
Woke up Christmas morning. These times I'm checking City Mapper, like how do I get home?
Where are you?
At my pal's house. Well, it's only like Holloway.
Oh, okay,
Like,
mine.
I'm living in Camden.
Yeah.
So
What door number?
NW.
Oh yeah.
But so I'm checking my phone, City Mapper. I'm thinking, there's no trains, no buses. From Holloway, it's like 29,253 to get home quick.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, why is nothing coming up on City Mapper? It's just telling me to walk. Long story short, got an Uber home. Walked through the door, fam. The way my mum was screwing, she was like, "You've ruined Christmas. Like you fucked up."
What
a
time
whole
was it?
Christmas. It wasn't even that late. It was probably like 10 a.m.
Minor.
She's exaggerating. Sorry, mum. if you're
She was probably alright by the end of it, innit? Like,
No, but to be fair, after that, I was like, I got straight in bed. I was like, listen, I need like 2 hours.
Oh, you actually did.
I was like, I need 2 hours sleep. Bro, the way my mum was slamming doors, slamming cupboards, she was like, I've had the food on since 7
Yeah.
o'clock.
No,
Yeah.
but
And I get it, no.
Was
You
it
know
just
what?
you two as well?
she was
Huh?
probably
Is
up
it
at
just you
6
two?
a.m.
No, my stepdad. as well.
Okay.
She's
But-
probably up at 6 a.m.
Yeah,
putting
putting the
turkey
food on. Listen, I
Yeah, but
totally
you
understand.
didn't wake up till like 5, innit?
No. You know what? No, I thought.
Probably went to bed at 5.
No, honestly, that's what it was. Like that's what it was.
Yeah.
But then I deeped it. I was like, you know what? This is actually fucked. Like in the moment. But these times I'm only like late teens, early 20s. I'm thinking, no, it's
Yeah,
not even
it's
a
not
big
that
deal,
deep.
mum.
Yeah,
like,
you don't
calm
realise
down.
the-
Like you was young once. Like them way there. But
Yeah.
do you know what? To be fair, I just firmed it, got up, ate. I was nice as well. Like just slept through that. Everyone just sleeps through the
100%.
afternoon. It was nice.
Yeah.
TV on. But yeah, my mum was like, "You've ruined Christmas. Like you were the worst." And I'm an only child.
A lot of pressure.
It's a lot of
pressure.
No one else to even make up for
yeah,
the day.
for real. Like no, I'm either the best or the worst at the same damn time. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean that's a drinking Christmas story. I lived when I lived in Thailand for however long, couple months. Supposed to be training Muay Thai, but the party life gets a hold of you in Thailand.
The moon party.
But when I was living in this gym in the deep, like far south of Thailand, like they'd never seen a white person before. I'd walk through the town, everyone would be taking pictures, selfies.
They're in Thailand and they've never seen a white person before.
This is so far
what
off the
part of
tourist.
Thailand is
No,
this,
it's
mate?
so. I'm telling you, it's so far off the
We're not
tourist.
even Thailand.
No, it's so far off the tourist track, and it's in the middle of nowhere. It's basically the person whose gym it was. He'd moved to Bangkok, like made a name for himself in the stadiums for Muay Thai, and moved back. And he'd basically trained a coach of mine in London. Well, when my coach was in Bangkok, so he put me in touch with this guy. So I'm thinking, yeah, it's probably in like a nice little town, whatever. I'd been warned it's in the middle of nowhere. Anyways, as I say, I used to walk through town. I remember I was on a coach from this town back to the airport. and this person the whole time had like the selfie camera on me on Facebook Live the whole time. I'm seeing little emojis come up, like laughing faces. I don't know what was going on to this
Bare
day.
vomit emojis, like,
Nah, man.
Hey, turn up the camera. You're mad. You're mad.
But,
emojis.
so Thailand is a Buddhist country, and so they didn't celebrate Christmas, but because like, you know, we're from London, like he had a couple New Zealand people from there at the time, so he's like, give them the day off training, and it was basically me and another boy from London were there at the time, and he brought us to the local school. We dressed up as Santa and just like played games with the Thai children in this primary school for the day. Nice. And it was sick, like gave out presents for them, like because they're a Buddhist country, they don't celebrate Christmas, but it was really nice for them just to, I don't know, have that experience of Christmas that maybe was one more that we were catered towards. So it was as well as for us, because that was probably one of the first Christmases I'd ever had away from my family. Yeah. So for it to be replaced by such a lovely, warm memory, I'll always cherish that, honestly. And we played silly little games, like just weird games, like we blew up balloons and tied it to our ankles, and we had to like burst other people's balloons. It don't even like.
No, that sounds kind of fun.
It was kind of fun.
It reminds me of like you know Mario Kart.
Yeah.
You got like the 3 balloons behind you.
Yeah. Anyways, it's not that interesting of a story, but it's, you know, it's Christmassy, heartwarming. You know what I'm saying? So I was away from home for the first time, and then I had a steak dinner. That was the weirdest one on Christmas Day. Steak Christmas dinner in Thailand. Jeez. Like restaurants were open and shit.
I quite like Christmas away though.
So where have you had
Sunrise.
Christmas?
Well, like Christmas Eve, I've got a story on that one, family one. But like basically we was in Dominican Republic. We went twice, right? Wow. So it's like a big group, like 2 or 3 families, whatever. And I think I was about 11, maybe 11 or 12. And we're having like a Christmas Eve, like late dinner in the restaurant, innit? In the hotel. And me and my stepdad's sitting where you are. And he just threw like a little bit of water over me. So I was like, oh, fuck it. So I threw a little bit of water over him. Then he threw like another bit of water on me. Then it started getting a bit more. So then I threw a bit and he threw a bit at the same time. That water just clapped in the middle, right? Went out this way and went all on this woman on another table. This guy's got up, right? Come round to the table and he's like, if you ever throw water on my wife again, I'll take you outside. I'm like, I'm 11. So my stepdad sat there, right? And he must have sat there for the whole meal, just been like, gonna get him.
I'm a psycho.
So he's gone up to him, right? I've left. All the kids have left. We all thought it's fine, right? He's gone up to him. He's gone like, have you ever talked to my son like that again? I'll fucking do you. The geezer's just gone. Yeah. I wasn't there, innit? They're wrestling. It's a crazy restaurant, Christmas Eve, English people on holiday.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, the English abroad, innit?
Fucking typical.
So, was it damaged?
No, but it don't end there, right? So then we all go back to the hotel. Well, I'm in bed anyway. I get woken up like maybe 11, 12 at night. Yeah, you get a moved hotel. So we got all the families, like everyone we come over with, we all had to move hotel that evening. But the thing was, they moved us to a hotel where it was still shared with this hotel. So we're in the swimming pool the next day and the geezer's there.
So wait, who did they move then along with you lot?
Everyone that we was with.
Oh, right.
Why did they move you and not them?
That's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah, shoot.
I think there was.
He was the one that raised the complaint or something.
Yeah, maybe it went that way, but yeah, that was just a madness. Like, but other than
you
that,
lot did start it, to be fair, I guess.
Yeah, it's the water, innit?
Yeah,
you know, fucking, you know what I mean?
Taking a piss, mate.
But yeah, I for me, like Christmas Eve is usually down the pub.
Yeah.
Down the pub. And then you're hungover.
Ruining Christmas.
You
don't need to ruin Christmas.
I ain't doing it this year. I'm not fast this year.
You just...
I'm dreaming of a white
yeah, you're really trying to ruin Christmas. You're really trying to ruin Christmas.
Yeah, YouTube.
No, it's funny.
Cut.
Edit.
But no, I think that's like going back to the tradition of like the mushroom and everything else. Like that's such a British thing, isn't it? It's like go to the pub.
Yeah, for
Christmas
sure.
Eve.
I like. Do you know what though? For me, I feel like Christmas Eve normally it was never really a big deal until like the last obviously excluding COVID, so the 2 years prior to COVID.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized, I was like, rah, man.
Everyone's
Christmas Eve
out.
is fucking sick.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
I think it was
Good
me
vibe.
that got you
I
out
love
as
it.
well.
I love it.
Yeah,
It's a good
like,
vibe.
I have two memories, like,
Only two.
because of COVID, obviously the last two I have zero memories. I was probably just at home just waiting for Christmas Day. But I remember one where we were in the city. I think it was me, you, and Sai in the city. We went to like Spoons. We went to like
And then
Leadenhall
after you
Market,
came to the Boston.
and then we went to the Boston
met
afterwards.
me. Yeah.
You were definitely there.
I remember the Boston, but I don't
I
remember
think you
starting
were
in the
with some of
city.
your
Yeah,
people
you-
specifically in your team on that day.
Oh,
Actually.
okay, maybe.
But
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
Sai, and one of his friends from his workplace, we went to like Spoons in the city after we
yeah.
left you. And then we ended up going to the Boston. And I think the year before we went to the Boston as well. I remember, and like obviously at the Boston, like you said, a lot of the people there are like locals because you can't really travel too far because the next day there's no transport. So it's good vibes, man. You end up seeing people you ain't seen in years. Like it's like proper nostalgic. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
good, man.
everyone's in their town community, innit?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh yeah, and then I'm like in the pub, and like, oh shit, they went to my school.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Seeing people you don't
I'm
want to
just
see.
I'm just going toilet quick. I'll be back in like half an hour.
Yeah, you come back out and say, right, is this what you're on now, yeah? So, Christ, here we go.
Will you do me a favour, someone? Just pass the water.
I'm
There
grateful.
it is. There you go.
So go to it.
Wait, this water thing, right? This water. So this little thing at the top, right? For anyone that's drinking out of tap water,
Yeah.
listening right now or watching right now,
The
they
little
need,
filter.
they need to get one of these things because what it does is test your water, right? And I tested my tap water, and it was
What does it test it for? Like minerals and
any fucking metals and bullshit and minerals, like anything that shouldn't be in your water, right?
Yeah.
Look at the filter. The filter's like the biggest dildo you've ever seen in your fucking life.
That's some serious filter.
Oh shit! Yeah. I didn't even.
Takes
Look.
fucking ages to fill it up, yeah.
Is that a Brito or what is that?
Nah, see, a Brita filter don't take out fluoride.
Is
So
it?
fluoride's in taps and everything,
Oh,
in your
these
toothpaste and everything
fuckers.
else. But basically, like, yeah, all right, that's changed a little bit. 11, so that's safe. But
What is it? An
so
electronic thing?
Zero, yeah. So 0 to 300, 0 to 400, right? I tested my tap water, and it was fucking 310. Do you know what it says as the like what the description of 310, 300 to 400, right?
Right.
Is shortens lifespan.
Is it?
Yeah. So I was like, whoa. So my flatmate, he's very, what would I say, like very systematic. So straight away, he's like, gets a bottle of Highland, right? The Highland bottled water, gets tap water and gets this one. We line them up, switch
them
them around,
together, yeah.
test them. Bro, we taste it. You're tasting water. It's meant to taste exactly the same or as bland as fuck, right?
Yeah.
Both of us, not being fucking wine tasters or anything else, clocked exactly which one it was.
Yeah, but like you'd know the taste of tap water, though.
No, but the difference between this one to Highland water, which is in a bottle as well, like it was like straight away you just knew.
Oh,
This is
what?
it.
As in like, as in
It's so
the filtered
thick.
water
Yeah, the
compared to Highland water.
to the rest.
Oh,
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah.
Filtered water or the
Yeah,
tap
the
water?
filtered water. So the tap water tasted like absolute shit. Compared
Yeah, of
to
course.
this.
Yeah.
Even like a sharp taste. Do you know what I mean? Compared to this. So
I hate the taste of tap water.
nah, tap water is fucking terrible.
Yeah,
man.
to be,
But,
I drink from a filter, but
What
yeah.
was the reading on the
tap water?
on the Highland water?
It was like 220.
And what's the reading on the filtered water? 0.
100.
Is it always get 0?
Near enough.
Wait, on the
like
filtered
the
water,
the filter breaks down obviously, and
Yeah,
you get
and you
three
gotta
filters
replace it
with
and
it.
that, yeah.
So basically, but what you get, but these pipes have been there like 1930s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They've been there a long time. So you look at
Yeah,
that, what you're being
You
fed.
told me a mad story about one of your pipes at your mum's. Didn't you say there was a fucking rat or something stuck in the pipe?
Oh, are we still on?
Yeah.
Of course
I
we
want
are,
to
bro.
say sorry to the listeners because you've had to listen to talk about water when I leave. I'm so sorry about that because I know they're talking about water, but
I'm
that is
interested.
fucking dry.
I'm interested.
How ironic.
It's holy water.
how
bruv.
I-
It's
how
holy
ironic.
Water. Holy
Nah.
water. That's what we're talking about.
No, but it was what you're talking about is the water at my mum's house started tasting weird. That's the only way to put it. So probably couple weeks went past, council came, Looked in the water tank for the
Good old
building.
Useless council. Fucking hell, I could go on for ages. Anyway, sorry.
No, the useless council. Trust me, you can
Don't
do
give them
council.
airtime. Don't give them
Yeah.
Beep that out.
Cunts.
Fuck you. I looked in the water tank for the building. Dead rat.
Oh.
That's what I've been drinking for the past. So do you know what? COVID can't even touch me for.
Yeah, you're just.
That's
There's
like-
nothing left in there. Bro.
Bro, that
like
is
mad stuff.
actually
Like
mad.
of all animals, like
How long-
in the pipe? Oh fuck!
How long?
in the water tank for the building.
Bro,
Tell me-
take this home with you, innit? Take this home with you. Seriously,
I'm not
this.
living there anymore.
Wait, how long was it? How
In
much
there.
time had passed
I'd
from the moment you were like, this water tastes weird, to the point where the council came?
I'd say maybe a week to 2 weeks. Like,
Right,
there was,
okay.
but also,
Yeah, you're
but
drinking
think, but yeah,
TDS.
and obviously
Yeah,
you're trying to stay hydrated, you know, with like for like however much water you can drink per day. Do you know what I'm saying? And not even that. I wonder if the rat had to start decomposing before tasting the difference in the water.
Oh fuck!
It might not have
It
tasted.
might have been in there for time.
Yeah, it might have been in there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Psycho, man.
That's
mate.
Bro, it's all an
That's
immune
nasty.
tester. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
I
feel,
guess so.
Yeah, stuff your body shouldn't have
what
to
it-
go through the
No, but-
fucking hell, man.
But you know what? People
that's what I was saying.
sanitizing their hands all the time, washing their hands. Bro, I'll eat something off the floor. I don't give a fuck. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you got
fun
to
of us.
test your immune system, man. Otherwise, you just get ill.
No, it's true, but I think. I know I'm not eating anything. off the floor. I agree with you to some extent. Like I do think the body is there to, but then at the same time, it's one of them ones. It's like different people have different bodies. Some people just eat shit for the whole time. So it's like your body probably can't protect anything really. Your lifestyle,
processed foods and fuck like that. Like you're
How much processed food would you say you lot eat?
fucking zero.
I
Really?
I ate quite a
Pretty
bit.
much vegan.
I
these
eat
days.
fucking bad.
I ate quite a
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, yeah.
when I'm at home, not
Yeah,
really. I
bro,
don't
you got a whole
really-
pod on it.
It's nice.
Like,
Literally nice.
how much did I order through this?
Bro, even like breakfast and that, it's always like cereal or like,
Well, I have
When you're
I
at
guess
work.
But
we eat
that's
bits
the
of
way
processed
where
food
you
and
were
oats.
gone, right? That's where it's like
Weetabix
they,
and oats. That's
yeah, that's
processed
calm.
food.
yeah.
Does Weetabix count as processed food?
Yeah.
I don't know too much about it in a sense.
It
it's
is,
processed-
isn't it? Yeah, yeah.
Like
it is.
eggs and bread.
I mean, bruv,
and-
you leave that in your wardrobe for like in your cupboard for like fucking 10 years. It's
it'll
probably still
be
been there.
Yeah,
No
no,
mold.
that's true. Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. But like with water, it's like something you have all the time. I was like, fuck it, like I need to sort out like this tap water is shit.
Yeah.
And
I've
like
been
I
buying
was
bottled
saying this
water
thing. I
relentlessly.
tested my tap water,
I can't afford
and it was 310. And
I need
310
some- I'm
on
gonna
the
get one of
description, right, says shortens lifespan.
Oh,
Only goes to 400. So like with
But
the
if-
rat, bruv, that's
That's what I'm
550.
saying. Yeah, be off the
Be off the
scale.
scale, just
Yeah,
like-
just-
Yeah.
Probably put it in and just blow up.
Seized. But yeah, I think we're being fed a lot of fucking bullshit, whether it's water or fucking what else.
well, there's like
Yeah.
fluoride and stuff, and I know
So that's why I got it. This filter, bro.
fluoride.
I feel like I'm gonna have to have an ad.
I couldn't even fit that in my
but look
fridge.
at that
What's the
filter,
com- Yeah, I wouldn't be able to fit in my fridge.
Zero
I
water.
have to
What's
take a
zero-
shelf out.
zero
like,
water?
actually, like-
Zero. What,
Zero water.
Hey, look at the camera. Zero water.
Zero water.
Zero water.
In the Shed with Ryan
Yes.
by Zero Water.
Oh, it sounds good.
In the shed with Grinch.
forever.
Zero water.
Zero water. Makes you feel. Doesn't shorten your lifespan.
Just-
So how do you feel about like Christmas presents? When like there's can I
I
explain
hate
why I
them,
asked that though? I hate sometimes if it's a family thing or I've been with a girlfriend with their
Chee!
with their but with
That you, yeah?
Girls and that.
Yeah. Wait, he's gonna die with lips wrapped round his cock, belly full of rum.
Yeah, just like, I'm getting called a black cunt in Uxbridge. Yeah. Imagine dying in Uxbridge.
Died in Uxbridge. Is that even London?
Can I tell my fucking story now? Jesus Christ.
Doesn't count as London to me.
I see girlfriend.
We digress.
Girlfriend's a trigger word around there, isn't it? Yeah.
Women.
Yeah. He's straight up.
Oh, days.
Oh, the
Where are the ho-ho-hos at?
yeah, the
Santa's got some goodie bags for him now. Check.
Santa's ready to empty his sack.
Oh,
But no, I know it sounds bad, but like,
Yeah, I'm ready to climb down some chimneys now. Of course. Yeah.
Dennis is.
Can we edit it?
Nah, he's staying in his element, bro. He's staying here for a long time.
Merry Christmas.
If you're listening, then this is going to make absolute no sense to you. It's a
This
visual,
will make perfect.
no, it's a visual show. You got to see at least.
There's not much to. Oh, because we're calling him Santa. I see.
Yeah. But yeah, what I was going to say anyway, before the girlfriend drop. But basically, like, I hate that moment when you're around loads of people and a family Christmas. Have you ever had a family Christmas where you're not at yours, you're at someone else's? The sharing kind of families.
No, Christmas is usually at mine, you know.
So when when that happens, it's like the present time, innit? And you don't know these people massively. So
Yeah.
Kind of like and that makes me. I don't know why it makes me so nervous.
Same.
Because I'm just like, I don't want them to think I fucking hate what they bought, but it's gonna be written on my face.
Yeah.
What would
Yeah,
I
I like-
do with a shoehorn?
I'd like to have any expression right now, but I can't. But it would be like bright red and like, nah, man. So it's like, I think for me though, I'm like still a bit like this is bare consumerism. It's bare like buy, and I'm just like
100%.
my dad got me a card, innit? I'm happy with that. I'll get him a card. Like I'm not bothered about too much. Like I don't need more things, like more
Also-
fucking things.
Also, I feel like you can have 5 Christmas presents. You'd only like 2 out of 5, maybe, if at best.
And then the people
The
wasted
rest-
their money as well. Like, and I'm wasting
Exactly.
my money on something that this person doesn't like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Do
year
you know
I'm in stress.
Do you know what we've
But
started
in this
like,
day and age, though, bro, like you just gotta
It's
ask people
redundant.
what you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's what
That's
I was
all
gonna
I
say.
do.
Do you know what we
Yeah,
do
yeah,
now
yeah.
in my family? Like we just do a Secret Santa, but like one big present. So you set the
Yeah,
budget
yeah.
at like
Yeah, that's calm.
£80,
Calm.
and then just you get one present for each person, and then you
That's
actually
quite
speak
sick.
to them.
That's quite sick.
Yeah, just
No,
ask them what they want.
Because
That's what they did at the girlfriend's family once.
yeah,
Like,
it's
good
just
'cause
logical. Because sometimes
you don't know who you got
like,
or who you haven't got or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So it's good
I
like
actually
that.
really like
sometimes
that.
I might not want anything, so I'll be like, do you know what? Just get me a voucher for this website.
Yeah, yeah.
And then that way it's like I don't know what I want from that website, but I know I'll end
Use
up buying
it, something.
and
Trainers
it's like,
or something,
Yeah,
like,
and it's like
them
it's
ones.
rather than
Useful.
than you pick the trainers and then
Yeah,
instead
get it.
I wanted a voucher for Nike, but I didn't know what Nike trainers I wanted. But you got me Puma trainers, and it's like I just
They don't even
I don't
fit.
Like 'em.
Yeah.
They don't even fit.
And it's like even if I wouldn't wear them, it's just like
It don't make sense in this.
I think clothes
it's
have
like,
always been a hard one for
fuck's
parents to
sakes.
buy, though, isn't it?
yeah.
Like, cheers, mum. Not gonna wear that one.
No, 100.
boxes.
I'll say.
He's been to Primark for a day. Got the
Or
whole
parents
bag.
trying to buy stuff to
I've got
do
10
with fashion.
t-shirts.
It's like fucking hell.
I'll say like yeah.
Fucking
I'll
hell.
say I
Please
like.
tell me the
I'm
receipts
watching.
in the box as well, for fuck's sake.
I'm watching Game of Thrones, fam. My mum will buy me 3 Game of Thrones t-shirts. Like,
Yeah, it's like,
but you know what?
Kinda
You know what?
lazy
I'll
when you
miss
think about
that.
it.
Not, but I'll miss that. That's something like, and there's that like. Sorry if you're watching, mum. There's like tacky, like do you know like the Primark fan t-shirts. It's like
Yeah, I've got loads of them.
like it's got like
I wear them around the
Daenerys riding Drogon on the front. Or something. Like, I don't know, like
I thought you said riding Drogo. I was
rah.
I saw you said that though.
No, Drogon.
Oh, the dragon.
the
Okay, yeah.
Like on the, do you know those like those they almost look fan made. Do you, like they look so,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's like
Well,
I'm
anything
never-
Daenerys rising, I'd wear that outside. No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking.
I'm a psycho. I'm a psycho.
Sorry.
I don't know how to restart with you sometimes.
Okay, no. Wrap that up as Secret Santa for me.
someone stop this guy.
There's no stopping him.
Turn his mic off.
He's with the captain now.
He is the captain now.
I'm
Morgan has taken
the
it.
captain now.
But Dennis, what's the worst gift you've ever got?
By the way, we're drinking Captain Morgan's. If no one got that reference.
Yeah, so also
Must-
all Captain Morgan sponsorships come
Must-
through.
If not, then shout out Sailor Jerry, innit?
Nah, fuck him, Captain Morgan's bro, for drinking that now. What's that you are?
Go
yeah,
on,
sorry,
Dennis.
Dennis. Sorry.
No, so the worst gift I've ever got, it was probably, I feel like it's a toss up between.
Keep it PG.
No, it is.
Hey, man, put it far past
So-
PG now, bruv.
No, so my mum got me like a pouch. You know, in them days when everyone was wearing like the pouch bags and that, like the side pouch bags. Like I think she saw me wear one, and like got me one, but it was like a leather one, but like I don't know. It
Leather
was like,
satchel, but
yeah, it was just bare big, like, and I was like,
Not convenient at all.
yeah, it was weird. It wasn't like a full-on one that you take to work, but it was also not what like. I feel like that came about because of festivals, innit? Like it was like small and like it was a nice size, whereas this one was like too big for a festival, but like too small to like take to work. I would never
like a little man bag
like,
kind of.
Yeah, and I was just thinking, I was like, fucking hell, I'm gonna get weird.
But you know what? Like I know a lot of us in here have like grown up in single parent households, and a lot of us with like I know a few of us single parent mothers with single parent mothers. Bro, think about how hard it must be to raise a man and to like buy him Christmas presents, birthday presents.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
must be
for real.
so hard,
For
bro.
real.
Like,
But to be
thank
fair,
the
like my
stars,
mum from the jump, she always used to give me money and just say go shopping, innit? Or
bro, no effort. Like,
zero effort, but just the way I like
but
it.
effective.
Just the way I like
It's
it, bro.
true, it's true.
There's
Then
no,
it's your choice.
exactly. There's no like.
Yeah.
I do think sometimes.
Oh,
there's
come on,
beauty
man.
in
We
simplicity,
all open
man.
the card in the same way.
Exactly. Like
Wow. Wow.
Wow, mum, there's work.
You can
And
feel
not money. What the fuck are you thinking? Let's be honest. If I open it, you could just buy it from the shop. Don't have to write anything. 100 quid. Fucking hell, you've gone in, mum. You've gone in. You've done bits.
That's it. That's what you need to do.
So, there's beauty in simplicity. Money talks, you know what I'm saying?
But it is like that open the card and then you like you move the money over maybe.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
to
you-
read it because you can when it
You're
feels
like-
thick, when it feels thick, when it feels
Yeah,
thick,
yeah,
you're like, how am I gonna pretend not to see it straight away?
Yeah.
But then what
If they
I think
put
is
the money behind the cards, have you ever had that one?
Ooh, I've never
But you
had
gotta
that.
be careful when
Trying to fuck
opening it
with
though. Sometimes if you open it too aggressively, you end up tearing
Tear the money.
Yeah.
But then I think what it's done is obliterate the card. Because if their money ain't in there, you're like, what's the point in that?
Yeah.
And like, whoa,
me a letter.
no, it's the words. The words are important.
I'm on WhatsApp, you know.
The words.
Yeah, the
You
words.
say you could have wrote that on WhatsApp. Oh,
What?
you could have wrote that on WhatsApp.
But my dad's
Kill the
Christmas
tree for
card.
this. Fuck's sakes, mum. And no money.
But my dad will get those cards
Take
right.
it back. That's it.
My dad will get those cards right where it's like, it says a load of shit. Someone else has written it on the card right and you just put, Dad.
Oh, nah, my mum goes.
Sometimes
off.
he goes in, but he's writing, I can't read it. So I'm like, yeah, sweet.
I don't think I've ever written a message in a card.
Have you not?
No.
I'm like that. I like a
always
message.
write
in a
So,
card.
like,
I like
I'll just
writing.
buy like a card and it will have like the little Christmas message or whatever in it, and I'm like
Well, you
to
just sign it
whoever
off. Oh, come
from
on.
whoever,
Nah, bro.
slap a bit of money
Nah,
in there,
come
and you're
on,
done.
man.
Like,
No, you're better than that. I think at least with Ryan, I feel like no,
Apparently
you're
not.
man.
I'm not.
No, because you know what? I assumed like when Ryan said that. Well, from my parents anyway, I just assumed it was because like I don't know how good like my parents like written English is for them to actually buy a card and actually write something, you know, with
Meaning
stuff
like,
with meaning. Whereas you know, you fucking English at first, like you can do bits in a card, like, and that will actually mean a lot to someone.
yeah, I guess so.
Instead of just
your effort
buy
is zero,
Just go to the shop. Cheers, Ben. Come on, you're better than that.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. It's just
Because that would mean more than a present. Like if you did that
Yeah.
for your mum and actually wrote some meaningful stuff.
what you've done this year. I
that would mean-
appreciate. Like,
Yeah.
And signpost some specific stuff that she's done. That would mean a lot than just a voucher or like. Do you know what I mean? It's and I feel like mums respect that more. But I always assumed that's why when I used to get cards. That's why there was money in there because you know they can't express themselves with the words in that.
throwing money at it instead.
Mr. MB,
Yeah.
shots fired. What would you have to say, bro?
Well, each to their own, innit? You know, I can't. Who am I to tell him how to love his own mother? You know, but you know, it's different strokes for different folks. innit?
That is a
No.
real right there. I'm telling you. Let me just see 1 minute, 1 hour, 26. Yeah, cool.
That's a highlight right there.
No, but it's I don't know. Like it's I guess like maybe I don't know. I don't need to necessarily write it out because you know I've verbalized it enough throughout the year.
It's fair enough.
But maybe I haven't. I don't know. Maybe that's just my excuse.
doubt it.
You got time, yeah.
If I'm honest, knowing
I
you,
ain't gonna lie.
knowing you just haven't bothered across the year.
To be
turn
fair,
up hungover on Christmas Day. Like, where's the
Just
food?
assume
Like,
you know, like,
where's the food?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know.
To be fair though, I've got him pissed. Had a card like from my mum. You know, I haven't written it yet. Got him pissed Christmas Eve, bruv. Like it was. I don't even know what it was.
Pouring
Like,
your heart out.
It was completely unreadable.
Oh,
Like, I think I used a big permanent blue marker. And,
That's all you can find. Like,
And mum actually went through the letter onto the card. And that was the only word you could work out, and the rest of it looked like I was really getting into it, but I must have been writing it like that, like it was
They're
all
hard.
over the gaff. Yeah. She just woke up like, cheers for the card.
oh, at least you
idiot.
try. I remember being like 14, 15 years old.
Yeah.
It was like Christmas Eve. Forgot to buy my mum a card.
Hmm.
I was like, fuck it, like. Made her one, you know them ones that fold over a piece
Making's
of
the best
card.
one though, isn't it?
Fam,
yeah,
my mum
made loads.
grilled me.
Of course.
Fam. She was like, "You're like 14 years, like sort your life out, like sort yourself
Things up.
Like,
You've got 5 minutes to go shop for me.
You've got pocket money that you should have saved to buy.
sort yourself out." I was like, "Mum, doesn't it mean more like I made it, put effort, time,
But it's
like drew a
shit.
picture?"
But this is the thing
I
where I
hear
go
that.
back to gifts. That's the thing. It's like, it's like, I think hopefully, like if I have a family, or whatever, it'll be
Yeah.
more about, look, we're all here together. Like it's all our day. We're all here. Like that's what it's really about. Like this whole like, you know, fucking getting
Within
annoyed about
reason,
presents and things like that. I'm just like, right, it's a tricky one. Like,
No, but it's within reason. Obviously, there's some kids, if you're below like 12, you gotta get them just exactly
No,
what
no,
they've asked for.
100%,
You know,
but-
like
But
they
do
don't
you think-
understand.
do you think kids now
The
at 12,
joy and value. It's like, mate, you didn't. I
No,
told
no,
you
but do you
I
think-
wanted the PS5. You didn't get it. You're a
I've written it on the
dickhead.
list.
Simple and plain. I'll remember this. Literally, I'll remember this when I'm 28. I told you at 13 I wanted PS5. You didn't get it for me.
but at the same time, do you
All
think
my friends got it.
Yeah, except for
do
me.
you
It was
think
all.
kids-
Now they're all in the metaverse, and I'm here in the real world.
But do you think kids at like 12 now are going to believe in Santa?
Nah.
Of course not.
no,
by
they-
by
definitely
six,
not.
by
No, they
age
do.
6,
Believe
they're
in
on the internet.
presents. To go piss
They ain't
off.
gonna fucking have a clue. You know what I mean? I think all of that, the storytelling and everything else.
Sorry, sorry.
Yo. That was fire. Can I just say that was fucking fire? The way that remixed was fire.
Yeah,
Jesus
trust.
walk.
It was like a mix.
Are you a DJ?
Yeah, like I've been doing it a while, innit? Yeah, just these 2 fingers.
Respect.
Whoa.
Him.
Whoa.
That's all I got, fool. I was gonna wear these the whole thing, yeah.
Right, then you definitely only need 2 fingers.
They're just falling apart. All they lasted to was like literally to pick you up in a car that didn't last fucking 10 minutes.
Tell the listeners.
Yeah, so I said at the beginning as well, but basically, I came to pick you lot up, and then the car is still at the train station, looking pretty.
It's looking pretty though. It's a nice car.
It's a nice car. What was
Nice
funny
little
though,
classic car.
it's so small in it, so people know it's a 1950s or 60s Ford Prefect, and it's 2-tone, so it's white at the bottom and blue at the top, so it's minty. And then basically, we all got in the car, and we kind of thought physically that we were all too big, so the car's lowered down, so we couldn't actually move forward. But actually, it was that maybe I pulled the handbrake up too much, or something's happened, and the drum brakes
You're
stopped
like
the car.
the fact that the car is still at the station, and the fact that you're not worried about it at all. I think I'm more worried
I'm
about
worried.
the car
Yeah,
than,
I'm worried.
than you.
Well, with me, I'm like, I did used to be a warrior, but like, I'm like, now, what's the fucking point?
There's nothing you can do.
Wasted
Nothing you can
energy,
do.
man.
Guess
Like, and I
so.
think like they're just faults, innit? So if
Yeah.
it's gonna be the car pissing me off for a half an hour, I chose not to interact with that fault.
I like that.
You know,
Fair
and
enough.
at the end of the day, I've left it on the thought of I couldn't move it, so no one else is gonna be able to.
Yeah, that's fair.
But you
fair.
can get fined and shit like that.
No, the thing is, I can say that it's broken down there. You know what I mean? But I don't think. My dad's going to be there straight in the morning. And we'll sort
Right,
it
do you
out.
reckon you can like pixel out my face?
Yeah.
Like, because this mask is fucking doing my head in. It's
At
hurt-
this point,
it's hurting my ears.
So we're just to let everyone know, Morning Breath is not going to be shown as a normal face
That-
anymore. He's
yeah.
going to be pixelated.
I'll now be. But is that too much work though? Because if it's not, I'll keep it on. I mean, if it is, I'll just keep it on.
Like, to be honest, bruv, I'm sitting here looking like this, yeah, and you can't keep a fucking mask on.
It's mad fair. I can't lie. It's mad fair.
You know, if you knew the heat and the sweat that's dropping down my back right now. You know what I mean? I'm trying to keep composed.
I feel casual.
Yeah, I'm sure you do, mate. You look fucking cozy as fuck.
Jeez, cozy boy.
Bro, Dennis is my personal trainer, right? Comes around on a Sunday. I've never heard stories like this come out of his mouth before. He's fucking
Bro, this is...
Usually he's just telling me, good, go on, do
Beep.
more, go on, good.
Wait, beep his name.
Just the words of encouragement.
Dennis the Menace, man.
No, he's talking
His
about...
real name's Paul.
Paul.
Beep.
That's it.
Oh, shit, yeah. I forgot about that.
It's fine anyway. This part I can edit.
Yeah.
We don't need to. We don't need to. No, honestly, that guy is when he's
anyway,
on.
That's the only thing.
When he's on, like when he's firing, he's probably the funniest.
yeah.
Like
Does he come
the
up, come
funniest
down?
person. The funniest person I know. For real. What'd you
I
say?
think your housemate's in there, though.
Yeah, I just see your housemate still.
Oh, Trond. Yeah, big up Trond, by the way, helping out with all the edits.
Jeez. Big Tron.
Yeah. He's sick, bruv. Yeah, where should we go with this anyway? I still think that traditional thing just blew my fucking head. Like you have.
That is mad.
Big up the shout out, by the way. He fucking said to me, "Oh, you need to listen to his last pod."
Me.
Oh, right.
And I was like, cool. And I was like the Joe Rogan with hair. I was like,
Bro.
I'm getting this guy around in a week.
Bro, that's the thing. You sent me the
thing before I put it up, innit?
Before you put it up.
Yeah.
So I was listening to it, and then I just messaged Ryan, and I was like, listen, as soon as that new Morning Breath goes up, listen straight away. And then you put it up, like a couple of days went past, I was like, Ryan, have you listened yet? He's like, no, not yet. I'm like, listen, get off this call. It's a 15-minute podcast, and listen right now. Like, you're going to, I was like, you are going to want to listen to this. That's what I said.
Yeah.
And then, you was
No, it's sick,
I feel
it's
like
sick,
you was
it's sick.
laughing still.
Like that's what's so
sick.
good with this. Like I feel like, you know, COVID and lockdown and everything else, but what's good about this is everyone's like been suffocated. So like I heard like Virgil said, you know, Off-White was
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Well, Off-White was actually like, one, it was a clothing line, but two, it was an experiment, and the experiment was like to make clothes so expensive that kids would go and make their own.
Shit.
Yes.
Wait, he said this?
Yeah, he said
He's
this.
talking
yeah.
shit. What's he talking
but
about?
when you think about it,
Bruv, no, what's it?
when you think about it,
What?
when you think about those, but I was in that. So when you think about it, like hype was the beginning and all that shit. Like then, like it did.
You think he didn't want to sell clothes?
No, but it creates someone like me. I couldn't afford Off-White.
Yeah, no, but
I was like, fuck it, I'll
but
make my
then,
own
but
brand.
then, bro, what does? Do you know what? That's a
I'm gonna give you a breather.
Listen,
Listen.
that's a nice sentiment. Listen, you're not listening. No, that's a nice sentiment in that, yeah. But
But
I get it.
that wasn't my end of the.
But the price point,
You know, weird.
fam, you're making people who want luxury
It's all a bit
streetwear.
fucked up.
Bro.
But it did
These
create-
children, these
I
hype
want-
beasts, are being forced to pay that price point.
Of
So it's a
course.
nice
No.
sentiment. Oh, do you know
No,
what? I
they're
put
not
the
being
price
forced.
point.
They're not
I
being
put
forced to do anything. Man.
Nah.
I put the
They're
price
buying
point
it
so
'cause they're
high.
falling for it.
No, but I put the price point so high because I wanted them to go and do their own thing. Fam, how many people are gonna go and do their own thing?
This
Do you
is
know what?
true.
It's a nice thought, innit?
No. But where I was going with, right, is like through lockdown, like obviously podcasts have been going for fucking ages. Obviously Joe Rogan and everything else. But in the last 2 years, it's fucking skyrocketed. And what I'm saying is that the suffocation of one situation, like people being out talking to each other, it just shows that we've got so much energy, we have to put it somewhere else.
Yeah. I can hear.
And that's what I think, like, with my meaning behind that was like, yeah, okay, you're still fucking selling a fucking t-shirt for 300 quid, but it did, like, loads of high-end brands, like, he showed you can create a high-end brand and charge it at that, but he also showed that someone can create that. And then I can come in and sell a t-shirt for 30 quid. You know what I mean? It doesn't, not necessarily it's one off of the other, but I think with the podcast side, it's like, lockdown's been great for that situation, and it's only going to go further in that avenue. Like, I think everyone's going to have a fucking podcast.
What I really liked about Virgil and Off-White,
Yeah.
I was on his website the other day, and like what you were saying about he wanted other people to go and create their own thing. I saw that he actually put like a crash course for creating your own clothing brand.
Yeah,
So you put, you know, this is how you get it trademarked and put like a YouTube video up. This is how you create a logo, put a YouTube video up. This is how you need to do this and do that. So I really respect that. It's like the Hitchhiker's Guide to a Brand kind of thing. Because I've done it.
Yeah.
Go and do it. So I really respected that. You know,
big up the Weird Live On, yo.
Gang.
Don't know.
Done know.
Yeah.
But he you know, he made tried to make the roadmap for future people to get into the same industries. And instead of seeing other people as competitors, he saw them as not like resources, but you know, companions on the same journey. And I think that's how we connected a lot as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Me and you, like, you know, when I said, listen, this is what I'm gonna do with like a clothing brand, content creation thing.
Yeah.
Instead of you thinking, raw, like my boy, he's gonna be my competitor. You put me on in every single way you could. Every single way
we
you
grow
could.
together, man.
For real. And I always loved that, for real.
Yeah, of course.
Pop-up shops.
You love to see it.
Yeah, for real. Pop-up shops, you had me
Festivals,
there.
yo.
Festivals, you had me there. All of this shit, you had me there.
Yeah.
So I'll always respect that, for real. Like, you didn't see me as a competitor. You saw me as a companion.
No, and I think you know, when you really look at competitors, they're neighbours. McDonald's, KFC. You know, they're always next to each other because they know they'll eat off each other.
Yeah.
And if the big boys are doing that, Adidas, Nike, bro, like that's how it works. And I look at it like, if you're obviously you have fights in the middle, but like I think with me, it's like how I look at like YouTube, you know, collection of people or groups or sidemen or shit like that. Like it's about now being more of a community. Like how can you be a brand like The Basement or shit like that grows internally, and then what, like The Basement on Facebook, like a Facebook group, you know, The Basement, like that's Slow Tie, like these lot were in there as well, so it's like it all grows and then everyone eats off everything, like that's how it should be, you know what I mean? And I think that's what the internet has done, you know, and that's where it's going further, really. And now we're all communicating like the way we can, and we want to actually sit down and record chats. I think 2 years ago we wouldn't be thinking like this.
It's true.
I think one of the probably maybe society's biggest problem, especially in London, is the lack of community. It's the lack of
100,
community.
yeah.
Because, you know, how many of maybe you lot know your neighbours, fam, but how many of your neighbours do you actually know? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like,
I know mine because he's my landlord. Fucking knocking on the door every day.
Where's the red? But I guess
There's a rat in
extrapolating.
my pipe.
In my water.
I'm
But
drinking mineral water.
what is it? Zero water by In the Shed with Ryan.
Yes. It's
But
delicious.
extrapolating off of that, it's like, you know, you're doing, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. You're trying to slip in a sick word, yeah.
Bro, it is a sick word.
Yeah, it is a sick word.
You know, we're on In the Shed
round
with
two. I
Ryan.
think you said extrapolating on the last.
Extrapolating.
Yeah.
Bro, that's just my vocab.
I love it.
Just come
Yeah,
with
go
the
on.
dictionary next time, new one. Take that, read that.
Don't worry, you don't have to dumb it down for us.
A thesaurus. But you know, you two like doing Morning Breath and In the Shed with Ryan, you could think, do you know what, there's only so much time in a day, or there's only so many hours in a week.
Yeah.
You know, we're competitors, but no, you want to have each other on, you want to talk to each other, you want to hear about each other,
Yeah.
and grow together 100%. And it's what
It's harder to do it on your own, man.
I honestly think
your own, isn't
that's
it?
how brands are gonna grow now in the future. As in, like, these collaborations are so important, man. Like, that's how you get, like, I don't know, like that cool indie brand connected with something maybe that's a little bit more long-standing. That's literally what Virgil did. Like, he was like that cool indie brand, and then he fucking linked up with Nike, and it was just a rap.
Yeah,
From there.
collabs in fashion are massive.
Yeah,
but it's
like,
what they say. They
do
say
on a lower scale level.
they say if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And it's true, man. Like,
Facts.
it's facts.
It's facts. It's true though. Like even when you're like, even in this like specific to the podcast thing, it's like sometimes I feel like when you are doing it on your own, it's like maybe it's like too much of a bad thing when it's just like when it's just you and you got no one else to bounce ideas off. No one else to sort of steer you back in the right. Because like I don't know, like we're all kind of weird, innit? We can all go sort of left in our own heads and then think everyone else will fuck with it, but it's not really
Lose direction.
Exactly.
But
like,
then for me, I'm like, fuck it, just put it out there.
See, yeah,
And then,
I hear that, but then also at the same time, it's like I feel like maybe you need someone to sort of.
You do, yeah, for sure. Like and that's why, like, but for me, putting out like a flat Earth one, You know what I mean? I know I'm gonna get fucking
Grilled or whatever.
Yeah, grilled or whatever. But I come from a situation where I'm like, well, you know, everyone has a different perspective, everyone has a different view. But the thing is, with the globe model and all this shit, like you just get people on YouTube. Like I got like comments, right? But none of them are against me because I went with an open mind.
Yeah.
And I'm taking it from whatever perspective it is, like. But these comments, like, they're just so fucking not at me, but just it's a globe, it's a globe, it's a globe. Then
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
flat, it's flat. They're so like, you know, they're so on their like what they want to fucking talk about and like not have an open mind to both sides. But I think yeah, for me that one was a bit of an edgy one to put out because it's so like
That's the stuff you need to put more of.
Yeah,
out
critical
there.
thing. Like,
'Cause that's
you know,
the stuff that's gonna challenge people and get them riled up and get them commenting. Because on a lot of this stuff as well, I feel like on social media or YouTube,
it's a lot of bollocks.
yeah, and but like
Straight up.
people will only ever comment on the stuff that they're outraged by or like
They feel something.
Yeah, anger.
yeah,
anger
like
really- anger
if
really
they
does
like
something.
if they like something, they probably won't comment on it. They'll just like it. Like, but it's only when they're just like, nah, this is fucking outrageous.
Not even
I'm
like
gonna
it, they'll
comment.
just watch it. But it's
Yeah.
the same with reviews on Amazon and eBay. It's like
Yeah,
I'm a big reader of reviews and shit like
Yeah,
that.
same.
Like if I'm buying like even an ironing board,
Yeah.
I'll read
Rendering,
reviews of
yeah.
10 ironing boards.
Trust me.
So
But the
I
thing
now
is,
leave
Bruv,
what
I need to
like-
get my reviews
but-
up on my Amazon store, bro.
but what you realize is how many things on Amazon have you left a
yeah,
review
hardly
on?
any.
That's the thing.
Literally,
And I'm a
because
big consumer.
because you like what you're buying, so you just don't leave a review. If you don't like what you're buying, that's what you're reading on Amazon
Yeah.
or whatever you're doing.
Because great point. Because bruv, there's been times that I've been dissatisfied and I'm just like, fam, bruv, man's got a degree, you know, and I'm not. I'm gonna fucking rip him. I'm gonna rip him because I'm actually switching the way I've been treated, and I'm just gonna go in like, and I've just gone on the website. It reminds me of Skank Hunt 1, 2, 3 or whatever it's called on South Park.
What South Park? I watched that last night.
It's
You
like,
know,
bruv, I'm just there. I feel like the gospel music's in the background or choir music's just like,
bro.
Slamming on the
No, I literally, you remind me. So this week, like, I'm trying to change my fucking Ryanair flight, right?
Yeah.
To go Spain, £200, right? So I was stressed anyway. I had loads going on like this, planning other stuff, whatever. So I'm online and like I've gone to the change flight fee, but it's within this time bracket that Ryanair says 7 days before the flight you can change it, whatever. £90 fee. I'm like, well, if I don't do this, I ain't gonna like. I need to change it anyway. So I
Right,
changed it.
yeah.
Yeah, declined. So I was like, well, that's odd. There's actually money in there. So then I've done it again, right? And then I thought, cool, it's changed, done. Got the email. Monday morning, I wake up. There's £184 come out of my account. They charged me twice.
Oh.
So I called them up, right, on Ryanair, yeah. This girl sounded drunk. Like, she was like, there's no supervisor here. We can wait till Monday if you want. I was like, I'm losing it. I'm losing my mind right now. I'm like, I didn't want to pay the £90.
Yeah.
Double £90. So then I've called up again because she won't give me a supervisor or nothing like this. So I called up again. And then the guy's like, yes, sir, I can see. I didn't know it declined. The guy told me the first one declined. It's declined on your card, but it hasn't declined on the change. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Like, how can it not decline on the change, right? So then they won't refund me. So I thought, fuck it. You know
You
what?
paid double for
Go when you come out of this, anyone on this pod, go and check Ryanair's Facebook page. Just go and check it. Just go and check every single post they did. Just see what I've written. 'Cause I've been writing, bro.
Instead of mentioning this, you want to refund my fucking money, you cunts.
You've been spamming their Facebook page.
Literally, the first thing I said was, first thing
some
I said-
Grinch.
First thing I said, bro. First thing I said was, "Fuck you, Ryan O'Leary. I hate my fucking name. You've ruined it for all of us."
Oh my god!
And I've
That's so
never
good.
ever trolled in my life, but I was like, you know what? I'm so pissed.
How many posts did you write on?
Probably about 30. It was
I mean, I guess at that point you're definitely not getting your money back.
It was a copy and paste it. No, there's a million on there, bruv. Like there's people rooting for me on there. Yeah, I've got new friends. But no, they're literally there's people going, I'm rooting for you, Ryan.
Yeah.
Going back to what we were talking about earlier on the
Never
metaverse.
doing that again.
This is like this is your new metaverse community, bro.
Yeah, trust where it starts.
But do you know what's funny? Like even with metaverse.
Can I
and
just
all
finish though? Can I just finish?
Yeah, go on.
The reason why I had to do that is because I think I did that because there was nowhere else to vent.
Yeah.
Because they're not giving me a refund. The complaints department won't talk to you. And this is the same problem with everyone else on there. So Ryanair, right? Like Ryanair and EasyJet, my stepdad flies over to Spain multiple times. They were taking bookings, leaving it for ages and then cancelling it. So they're holding the money for interest.
Yeah.
So there's all shit like that going on, and I'm like, they're like, yeah, sorry, we can't. If you book a fee, if you book a changed flight, we can't change it. It's your fault. I'm like, oh man.
No, that's a violation,
But
man.
this is
So I
the
had to
one
troll.
thing.
That was
that's-
it.
Yeah. Last resort. Last resort.
Nah, but unfortunately, that's the worst part. That's the one element, and this is something that I've experienced across the board. That's the one element, that human interaction, like literally speaking to a fucking person.
Yeah.
Especially
Empathy.
across the board. Like it
We're gonna
doesn't
have
matter if
robot
it's
doctors, yo.
if it's flying. That's what I was gonna say. Flying, GP.
Phone even.
Issue with your phone, bruv. I've had these, and it honestly, I've
Yeah,
never.
no corporate
there's
helps
nothing
you.
that gets me more angry than when I'm trying to like sort out something with my phone
That's a
contract,
time waster.
and they got me dialing 5, then 6, then 8.
Or like speaking into the phone.
Or I'm calling the
doesn't
GP.
understand you.
Yeah.
I'm calling the GP. They're asking me a mad amount of questions before I actually speak to a person, or I'm calling the airline. All these riddles, just so much stuff to get you to avoid speaking to a person, and that's the thing. Like all this metaverse and all this stuff, it's like as good as it is how they say, oh, you're gonna speak to other people and that. The one thing is when you've got a complaint or you've got an issue that needs to be solved, that could be solved in 10 minutes by speaking to another human being.
Yeah.
They don't want you to do it.
And you know what?
Because if 100 people have that problem, you need 100 people in customer service. It's long. Well, not 100, but like, you know what I mean? It's like
Deleting photos on Facebook. You ever tried to delete or there's me in
iCloud
2001, like your
yeah.
first photo. Like you ever tried to delete that?
No.
It takes fucking
it's-
ages. You know what I mean? Like imagine you become famous or whatever. I'll just literally be like, yo, find
that
someone,
account.
intern, I'll pay you,
Delete all of
everything.
my social
They'll
media.
probably
Easy,
download
it's
the whole
delete.
fucking thing if they were an
It's a
intern
delete
and knew
account.
you're famous still. You know what I'm saying?
But I look,
Blackmail you.
But I look
DMs,
at like, you know when you're trying to delete an account, you try and delete. you try and delete an account, right? Like Facebook.
Yeah, done
or
that. Touch
anything.
of Eddie.
It takes fucking everything.
Sorry, go on.
But it takes ages. Even
Yeah.
finding customer service, even finding these things like that.
Yeah, I think ever since
corporates are cunts, mate.
COVID as well, they've been taking the piss, bro. It's like they've been using it as an excuse, but it's because like all of these customer service jobs, they're all working at home now as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, they're
yeah.
all slacking just as much as we are. Like,
But all these companies,
Here's
Not that I'm slacking.
dogs barking
even
in the
without
background.
yeah.
I need food.
Man, did you say we? Did you say we are slack?
I mean, I can't lie to you, bro. My work ethic recently has been pretty bad. Like,
Yeah, it's a good thing you don't work at a call center, because fucking hell,
it's
there's
a
nothing
bit-
worse than calling a call center and you can't speak to. And I can't lie, there's been times I feel bad as well, but at the same time I don't feel bad because it's like, you know when you've been on hold for like 20 minutes and I'm literally there, I'm like doing other stuff.
Pass the captain.
I'm doing other stuff, but in the back of my head, I'm thinking, when this goes through to a human being, I'm gonna fucking stick it. I'm gonna
roast
fucking
them.
stick it on, like, and I can't wait because I'm pissed off. I'm like,
Bruv.
have you had that? Is
That's
that
what
just
happened to me the other day. I told
just
you
feel
that.
like I'm not a normal person. Sometimes I'm thinking, the way I'm gonna fucking rip this guy, even though it's not his fault or her fault. It's not. I'm just thinking, I have to.
Yeah.
I'm switching.
I was
know
mad
what?
the other day, like O2, my bill was
Coke.
just like,
Sorry, yeah.
my bill was like mad high, like unusually high.
Yeah, go
and
on.
then, and then I was waiting for ages to speak to someone. I swear I told you that when I eventually got through to someone, I just like, he could probably tell by the tone of my voice it was going to be a long one.
Yeah.
So he locked off straight away.
Oh my! I respect
I have to respect it.
No,
like, I actually have to respect
the
it.
way I respect that.
Yeah, for real, man. Like,
Bro, to
I
be
was
honest,
mad, but like,
if it
you
was
can't be too
me,
mad at
if
it.
it was me, I want to do the. Do you know? I would. Sorry. Do you know what? To have the courage to do that, I respect that so much.
Wait, what
bro,
happened?
straight away, like off top, he's like, yeah,
Wait,
this ain't
sorry,
gonna,
I
gonna
got-
be an enjoyable phone call for me.
Fuck it.
Is
Lock
that what
off.
he said?
No, that's probably what he was thinking though. innit?
Basically, got through to Mr. MV's got through to someone on the phone.
You nearly 2 hours, bruv, and you dropped it.
Nah,
That was pretty good. That was
2 hours
did
of
well, you did
drinking.
well.
That's the.
Morgan's been speaking.
But
yeah.
yeah, no, he got as soon as he got through to someone, he could hear by the tone of the voice. Man just locked off straight away.
I was stewing by then.
Oh
that's
shit!
right.
Yeah, you did say.
The guy just said. The guy was like, "Nah, it's gonna be a long day." Like, why is he? He doesn't need that either. Do you know what I'm saying? He doesn't.
one
need
needs
that.
it.
They're
No one needs-
undeserving of it,
'Cause
but I
it's not
mean,
his
it
fault.
comes with the territory, man.
Yeah.
You've got to know. I'm sorry, if you take a call center job, you've got to know that if you've
You're
made
taking shit.
Yeah.
Not even that. Well, you're taking shit from the get go. But if you've made everyone, literally everyone that has to get through to you,
Yeah,
have to
jump
go
through bare
through
hoops.
10 minutes of. If you're calling because you have a question about your phone service, press 2.
Yeah.
If you're calling about your mobile broadband, press 3.
If I hear-
and it's like, bruv,
If I hear "set fire to the rain" one more time,
Oh, mate.
I'm gonna set
That's
fire
the
to your
thing.
whole
That's the
headquarters.
thing.
exactly.
The whole
You should
process.
know when they get through, they're gonna be switching. Because like, mate, it's been 45
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
minutes.
The
My
whole-
blood's boiling. I
yeah.
don't care if you've had the best day. You're a wanker. Solve this problem now. I'm sticking on you. Fuck you and your mum too. You know what I'm
Christ.
saying?
You know what would be dope?
I just try to get a free month.
just hit up
See if I
Virgin
can
Media.
leverage
right?
out of it. Telling man to fuck his mum. And
I should just hit up Ryan O'Leary and be like, look, bro, I've been on your call for like 40 minutes every day trying to get through. I've got a really great podcast, and I think we can switch over to music, and like it's 40 minutes long. Everyone can listen. But that's the thing. Why do they play like Ryan Air's like classical music, but it's a loop.
Oh,
It's a
bro.
continuous
They think
thing.
it's relaxing.
meant to be
really.
calm
I'm
and
there
relaxing, but yeah, it's just the
getting fucking
repetitiveness.
Can't
veins
leave
are
it.
popping out my head.
You can't leave
And then it keeps stopping the music and saying, "Please hold. If you want more information, go to www."
Yeah.
Bro,
Bruv.
I've already.
Oh, that makes
I've
me so
been
mad.
waiting for 20 minutes. You think I'm gonna dial off now?
Yeah.
And go on the
When you get cut
website.
off.
You licked.
yeah.
Nice try, love. I'm not having it. Like.
It's when you get cut off as well, right? And the
Oh,
last
bro.
point.
Oh, there's nothing worse.
kills you.
They must be hanging up now that you said that.
Yeah,
They
dude.
must be because I've had
I'm not
that
surprised.
where
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
I've been in
And
the
there's
deep
nothing
co-
you can do.
Yeah, I've
There's-
explained all the whole thing, and it's because I'm like, you're fucking kidding me.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny about that though?
I'm gonna start smashing up my phone. I'm gonna start fucking up my own goods.
You know what's
It's
funny,
a-
though?
It's a capitalist ploy. Now you got to buy a new one from them again.
But we
Press-
don't- we
on
don't
your
have to
friend's
do it
phone,
too much.
press 2. Oh, fuck, sorry, I'm gonna fuck your
Whoa! You got killed.
Oh, they got me. The
Hey,
captain's
I'm
got me.
waiting.
They got me. They got me. Next topic, man. Next topic.
Hey, I need to hear what you lot
Sorry.
think. I've actually got a topic I want to talk about still.
Sorry,
I want to hear
yeah, next topic, man.
I wanna
That-
hear
that
what-
topic is too. That's
what. Bro, I can't believe you just punched the whole
Move from the
camera.
Customer service, yeah.
But no, I want to hear what you lot think
Oh shit.
about
Sorry, go on.
about Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley too.
what?
Hey, give Jake Paul his flowers, man.
you
You
see
lot
my
need to put
post?
some respect on his name. Real talks, man.
I just put just the YouTube.
I don't know, man.
Oh, yeah.
I
Sorry.
flat on the floor. I was like, what, 6th round, innit? I didn't.
But that was the worst fight ever before that though. The
did you
way
wa-
they were grabbing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
heard
watched
there was
it
a shit
still. I
fight.
watched
Yeah,
it
he-
live.
yeah.
I watched
Woodley,
the highlights.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I never watched that still. Well, the second
Seen
one.
the highlights.
Second one.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, yeah.
How was it?
He flipped him, innit?
Bad fight.
Apart from the finish was I thought he was, bro. He almost
buy it?
knocked him dead.
Excellent finish.
Did I buy
Did you
it?
buy it?
Did I buy it?
Yeah, you bought it. You bought it.
You're a dick.
You bought it. You bought it. You bought it.
Listen, I'm from a long lineage of pirates, my bro.
So you bought it?
I didn't fucking buy it.
Last time you come
No, I mean like, did you buy the whole like knockout and everything?
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
that's not what
You
you
definitely
meant.
didn't buy
That's
it.
not what you meant.
Mum's
Oh,
like-
is that what you
Yeah,
meant?
mum's
I
like-
thought you
mum's
said,
like-
did
You
I buy the
don't
pay
think
per
that was a real
view?
knockout?
Of course, that's a real
I did-
knockout.
the thing is, yeah, I said to myself when I saw that, I was like, I need to
flat
see
as
the
a
whole
pancake,
fight
bro.
because he went unnaturally flat. In my opinion,
Nah.
anyway.
No,
I don't know.
no.
bruv,
He-
have you seen?
Oh
have you
my
seen that in
God.
slow
Hard to tell,
motion,
though.
bruv? If anyone getting hit like that on the chin, bruv,
Did he get hit on the chin?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a proper side cut, but like still.
I don't know.
even
I
if
thought
you
it was
listen,
like here.
sound. Oh, I've got. You've got.
I
internet
saw a
on there,
video, yeah. Naturally, I don't know. I didn't know what to make of it as well. Because
Was it when are people
It-
talk
There's a
about
lot-
when he goes like this?
There's a lot of
it
money.
was like there was
going
like one
around.
where he was like that.
No, there's one.
And it was just before he threw the punch.
Yeah, they're
But
saying-
like, I don't
they're
know
saying-
what to think of that, to be honest. But
Yeah, that conspiracy
the-
theory. That's
it's a conspiracy theory,
because
isn't it?
alright, why would Tyron Woodley be like?
No, it's
Can
a
I just say
theory.
something,
It's
though?
a theory.
Can I just... Let me just say something, yeah. Like, I would love to see him
You just
fight
want chaos.
a man with
Jake
nothing.
Paul.
Yeah, I'd like to see him fight a man with like nothing.
Oh,
to-
he was gonna fight Tyson Fury and he dropped out, mate. You gotta
Not
give
Tyson,
the guy his
not
flowers.
Tyson.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Tommy.
Tommy. Sorry, no, you.
He would have done that to Tommy Fury
Yeah,
as well.
but
He would
this
have done
one-
the
Why,
exact.
why,
This
why,
is- this is what
why
I'm
did
saying.
Tommy? Why did Tommy
I
drop
don't know,
out?
man.
though?
Because
Oh, he
he's gonna
said,
get fucked up, bruv.
Yeah, but he did. No, apparently he posted his scan results and all that
Sorry.
shit. Apparently,
Yeah.
Bruv. Did you want that?
Make sure your
no.
arms don't go any higher.
Yeah, don't worry. No, but honestly,
bro, the way you Jake pulled that camera was too funny.
No, the
surprised
reason
it's still
I was
closed.
never even a fan of Jake Paul and all of this YouTube boxing stuff, but I think Jake
I
Paul
respect-
specifically, you have to give him his respect,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Like,
24. Bro, he was a
Bruv,
lot
he's-
bigger than Tyron Woodley as well. You could see the size.
yeah,
difference,
he's
man.
to be fair. In terms of the people that he's fighting, it's all like they're all designed for him to beat them. Apart
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Tommy
yeah.
Fury, who's actually a pro boxer.
Yeah.
But I use
Have
that
you seen-
because the people that he fights, my God,
Oh,
Jake
they're-
Paul has arguably fought harder opponents.
Their
than
joint record
Bro.
is something like 11 and 152
Yeah.
or something.
Imagine
like,
fighting
which is
someone and preparing.
insane.
And the guy's got
literally fighting
20
bin
losses, 15 KOs. What boxers do you know?
No, there's others with like 1 win and 80 losses and things
Yeah,
like it's just ridiculous.
Tommy Fury's not a boxer, man. He's just got the name, and he knew Jake Paul's gonna give him the business, in my opinion. And then he just thought, you know what? How can I have the name Fury? My brother is literally one of the best generational
Ever.
talents ever.
Yeah.
And I'm getting packed in by a boy from Disney. You know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't make sense. Like, it's just like literally two ends of the spectrum with the same name.
With me, I don't know if I've got like my conspiracy hat on too much, but like when I see the fact that of how much he has to gain from winning these fights, and also he's fighting people that haven't really made a lot of money from their fighting careers,
Yeah.
and they're obviously in line
Yeah,
for
it's
a
a
fat
play, it's
payday
a play.
pounder. It just makes me think, innit? It makes me think like, okay, it's not beyond the realms of possibility.
No, it's not.
For them to have a conversation and be like, this is how it's gonna go. You're gonna go down in this round, and you're gonna get 2 million or 3 million for your fucking troubles or whatever. And I'm gonna still have the earning potential to keep on bringing in these fights because
Yeah.
the moment he loses credibility because everyone's just like, well, as soon as he he's done.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like, what do we expect? You know what I mean?
it's
But the
mad-
more
it's
the more
mad that
fights he
he-
wins, it's like.
It's real.
Oh,
It's
okay,
real.
shit. Maybe
It's
this
real,
guy's
yeah.
actually like,
But he
and that's
only-
why I'm like, you need to fight someone with like literally like
Fundamental.
nothing to gain from losing to you, if you know what
But
I mean.
he
Or, like,
only-
I don't know if
it's
I'm
mad-
wording it
He
right.
only
It's mad that
loses.
you think that this is the only one that could be rigged just because it's a YouTube.
There's no boxing's dirty.
Yeah, that's
boxing's a
what I was
dirty
gonna say,
sport. Yeah.
That's what I mean. But with this one, it's so based around that, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like, he ain't really got the skills or the skill set to do that. But then it's like,
Well, he's used to ruling the narrative by
Of
by
course,
making
that's the thing.
YouTube videos. So
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
exactly
yeah,
what
yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know what? For a man like Tyron
It's all
Woodley,
eyes on that,
I would,
basically.
yeah, I would really just hope,
Sounds
like
like
the
UFC
ex
champ, bro.
welterweight champion of the UFC. Like I would hope he wouldn't tarnish his neck. But he's got a lot. He's got a lot of kids in it. So I
think
I would get it as well.
I don't know a lot about Woodley, but because I don't really watch MMA like that. I do enjoy it, but like,
Yeah.
I'm not up to date. I'm not like following like
But-
fighters' careers. But I have heard as well that he has gone broke at some point in his life or like
What
fairly
the-
recently. I
I
know
mean,
that
the-
UFC fighters don't make
Yeah.
that much from fights as well. So it's like when someone's saying to you like, "Bro, easy money." Like I can definitely see that happening. Like I can
Course.
definitely see that
yeah.
happening.
What
And the
I-
fact that no one's
and it
really
don't-
like
it don't change
willing
no
to
one
question
from
it.
watching it.
I do think.
Like wrestling.
Yeah, it don't stop people from watching it. Yeah.
I mean,
I
people
think
know
it's-
wrestling's fake, but still.
I think
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
right. It's a combination of like. There's no question about it. Jake Paul, obviously, the people that he's fighting. There's thought behind the people that he's fighting, and he knows that they're fights that he can definitely like.
Yeah, cherry
before-
picking his opponents.
Yeah,
but that's like anyone.
what all boxers
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
think Jake Paul to more extent, but at the same time, he is picking people that have fought pretty much their whole lives and should have a.
So they're
better
getting
chance.
chinny. They're getting chinny. as
Yeah,
in
they're
if
on
they
their
get
last
touched,
legs,
Yeah,
like,
if they get
you-
touched, they're going out because they've
There's
been
many
knocked out before.
advantages. Like for example, he's way bigger
100%.
than Tyron Woodley
Yeah,
for
yeah,
starters. Like in a normal boxing match, that would never be sanctioned. Same with Logan Paul versus Mayweather. Like people are, Logan Paul did it right. I mean, fucking hell. I mean, I
You'd
would
hope
hope
so,
I would
yeah.
hope
Yeah.
any man.
How old is Mayweather?
It's-
40.
Yeah, it's like case in point. Shaquille O'Neal fought Shane Mosley. Like, and Shane Mosley stunned Mayweather in a fight when they were both like, well, not even in their primes, but like, were both actual proper boxers. But you know, if I put Shaquille O'Neal, who's fucking 7'1" against 5'8" Shane Mosley, I would fucking hope to God Shaquille O'Neal doesn't get knocked out and can give him, you know, 1 or 2 bangs in a 8-round fight. It's the same difference, and it's like Jake Paul's doing the same thing. That's why I was excited to see the Tommy Fury one. I was switching when I heard he pulled out because obviously Tommy Fury's got the backing of actually being a pro boxer and has that family background and history. And of course, he didn't want to sacrifice all that to get pummeled by YouTube.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did get scared because I guess like going from fighting literally bums to like literally it's fighting in front of like the whole world.
Yeah. And Jake Paul's got nothing to lose. He's like, oh well, I lost. I mean, fucking.
He's a boxer. He's a boxer.
His brother's the best boxer in the world. How do you think I was gonna win?
yeah.
You know, that'd be my excuse. But yeah, like
saying that, Jake Paul's brother's gone. What is it? 8 rounds with the best boxer ever. So
yeah, and he weighed like fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do that?
For the whole time? No. Commission break. No, but obviously, again, this is what people don't understand.
Right, the kids are loose. What should we talk about?
But again, this is what people don't understand about boxing, bruv. There's fucking weight divisions for a reason. Like, Logan Paul versus Mayweather. Mayweather's retired. Logan Paul
and
weighs
he's broke his hand so many times.
And he weighs like 25 kilos more than it. Bruv, that's
so much.
You don't have to be a pro boxer to have an advantage. And Mayweather done well in the sense he was still outboxing him and showing, you know, boxing is a fucking...
It's an art. It's a science.
It's a heist.
It's a science. What did you say?
It's a heist. That's
it's also...
It's
a heist.
It's a heist.
Is that what he said?
That's what he said. It's a heist. Yeah, quick heist. Made another
get as much money in
I respect
as I can.
Yeah, I respect it.
Just
upfront and honest. He knew there was absolutely no chance anything was going to happen to him.
Yeah.
I really respect, man.
He's the best at that, man. Like, do you see that video I posted the other day of like, that's when boxing was at its purest form. Like when Mayweather was fighting Hatton. I wouldn't say purest form because Mayweather probably knew this guy doesn't stand a fucking chance. But Hatton was like unbeaten and like, you know, had the backing of a fucking massive crowd. But like, those are the fights you want to see in boxing. This is why I fucking love boxing, but fucking hate boxing.
Well, the best aren't fighting the best in their prime. That's why I absolutely adore UFC because if you're the best, you're getting paired with the best.
Because there's only one champion.
Yeah, but also, what I really respected about Mayweather was taking on Canelo way before his prime, taking him when he was 21. He saw this guy's going to be one of the best ever. Let me pick him off whilst he's still learning. Like, and then
Mayweather fought him when Mayweather was not relatively old, but he was still like he was like 36 or something.
But he's a vet. He's a savvy vet. So he's like this guy, and now he can always say, "But if anyone says, oh, Canelo in his prime, I beat him."
And Canelo's on them that contaminated tacos anyway. So I mean, you know, no matter what Canelo goes.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
No matter
so anyway,
no matter what Canelo.
Do you remember back in school? She's coming. Do you remember that? I remember in French. I'll never. I was in your
long.
Yeah.
The wicked old Grinch is back now.
He's here to steal Christmas. He's here to steal the podcast back.
No matter what Canelo goes on to achieve, he's a great boxer and whatnot, but fuck me, man. Anyone thinks he's not on juice, you don't understand sports. Bruv, my guy's gone from... So when he fought Mayweather, he was at 155 to cruiserweight and back down, winning titles across the board. Mate, come on, man.
Yeah,
and he's
has he lost since then?
For contaminated meat. Fucking hell, I don't know what the fuck's in
those
tacos
tacos
now.
in Mexico or something. But has he lost? He hasn't lost it. Has he lost since then? I'm not the biggest boxing fan.
He had the draw against Golovkin, which
he lost.
Which was an L.
He lost that,
he lost that.
They gifted him the second one.
But then he knocked him out, didn't he?
The second one he won by split decision or unanimous decision, but you could argue that was a draw.
Yeah. What I was going to say about Woodley is like the one story I remember about him is he was fighting this guy called, I'm pretty sure it was when he was fighting Kelvin Gastelum. And basically what happened was when someone misses weight, they've got to give 30% of their purse to the opponent, which is completely fair enough because there's some crazy statistic or I don't know if it's changed now, but this was probably a year ago I heard it. Something like 92% of people who miss weight, as in they come in over, win. So it's like, it's literally just an unfair advantage.
cheating,
So
yeah.
you know what? I'll give away 30% of the purse, but I'll win, and then I'll get a bigger fight next time and make the money back. Basically,
yeah.
it was some insane
If
stat.
you come in overweight, then you lose
On
certain,
purpose,
certain
yeah.
amount of money.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You lose 30%
Yeah,
of
yeah,
your
yeah,
pay,
yeah.
basically. But what
That's
basically?
only in UFC though. In
Yeah,
boxing,
in
if you were
UFC,
the
yeah,
champ,
yeah,
you
yeah.
would get stripped of the title. The fight
Oh,
would still
shit.
go ahead, but only the challenger could be.
Yeah.
eligible
Oh,
to
become
win
the
belt.
champion. Yeah. There's similar things in title fights in UFC. But anyways, I think it was someone was fighting Woodley. I think it was Gastelum. He basically missed weight, and instead of taking the money, Woodley was like, "Do you know what? It happens. I've got kids. You've got kids. Like whatever. Keep the money." And like that just made me respect him so much because he was like, "Do you know what?"
That's a sick gesture.
And to be fair, he ended up winning.
Really?
yeah.
fair play, that's sick. That's
Like, he
sick.
beat him.
has had histories of struggling to make weight.
Who
as well.
Gastelum?
Yeah,
I
he's
think
done
it was that
several
fight. Yeah,
times.
he's done that a
done
few
it a lot.
times. I'd have to. do you know?
Do you
I
think
probably
he's
shouldn't
done
say it
it?
on there because I
Do you
can't.
think
remember.
these fights though are taken away from like other fights? Like they're so hype, like.
What do you mean, like the celebrity fight?
Yeah, so like now it's like it's two different kind of fights, isn't it? It's like, it's
Yeah.
like real fighters
I
and then
don't
like the
think
commercial
so, though.
fighters.
Like,
Or is
especially-
it bringing more people to the sport?
I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think it is. Do you think it is?
I think it's bringing more people to the sport.
I
That's
think
my
it-
look on it.
I think it's bringing more people to the sport, but also
But you
these
got that
fucking
skateboarder
boxers can't
situation.
fucking complain anyway, because they're not making the fights that the people want to see. So if people want to see Jake Paul fight anyone,
You got
you
yeah.
can't
promoters
fucking
rather
complain
than-
because
We've wanted to see
Wait, what
Fury against AJ for
for years.
how many
Yeah,
years?
I wanted to see Terence Crawford
why-
fight
why
Errol
ain't
Spence
that
for years.
happening? Yeah,
if they're
yeah.
not gonna do it, and Jake Paul's gonna jump in with someone, fuck it, let him do his thing, bro.
What? So
No,
these-
definitely let him do his thing, but like, yeah, I don't know, man.
it takes away
I think.
attention from real boxers, but
no, but does it?
when is the
I don't
last
think it
time?
does.
I don't think it does.
I think there's enough. There's enough like to go
There's
around.
no
for
real
everyone.
boxers doing real fights other than Fury and Wilder. When was the last good fight?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
an
That
actual
you was
fight
excited. That you was
I
like,
don't know.
Like a big
Yeah,
heavyweight.
I don't know who will win.
Like a mega
This
fight.
guy's
Yeah.
in his prime. He's in his prime. I
Yeah.
don't know who will win. There's
Yeah.
not many.
Not many.
not many.
Nah,
'Cause
there's
they're all scared
there's
to
no
lose.
Mike Tyson out there. at the minute.
Yeah, like it's just a joke.
It
like.
is.
But then like, it's like, what is the appeal of like a celebrity boxing fight? A boxing match. Like,
I think-
what's the
It's,
what
you
is
know
it?
them
You're
outside.
right, you know.
You know them
What is it?
outside.
I've never
the ring.
thought about it.
It's
I'm
to
not
see.
sure.
It's
I don't know what
I
it
You
is,
know
bro.
them. You know
I
them
think it's
outside
to
the ring.
see-
The personality.
Go on.
They're bringing in other people that don't care about boxing. That are
No, but
coming
to you,
to watch
like-
them.
Because I watched
Oh,
it.
to me.
Yeah, that's all to you exactly. Yeah,
But
you
you know what?
watched it.
Maybe because
Jake
I'm a
Paul-
UFC fan, obviously
No.
Tyron Woodley.
Maybe.
I think the fascination is it shows, right?
The average
Someone
man.
that doesn't come from that avenue can do it quickly.
Yeah.
So it shows you I can adapt. I can do that quickly.
100%.
And this
Like
is what
on a
shows
boxing or
everyone.
something, innit?
Yeah, but when you got like one athlete runs, faster than the last year, like the whatever mile or whatever, he runs that quicker, then someone else knows that can be done, so then they can run that quicker. And I think what it's showing is like YouTubers or people that aren't stuck behind Channel 4, BBC or whatever. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, there's no platform that they can't go to.
Yeah.
And you said it so
float
well
by
in the
everywhere.
last pod. You were like, the fact is, like, I was like, what do you think on these guys? Because honestly, I thought you'd be like dickheads.
Nah, not
But
at
you
all.
you was like, no, I actually, and what you said, I've repeated and used a little. But
My
like,
guy,
it's
my
true though.
guy.
It's true though. Because what you said was like, they could have picked anything. They could have gone into any field, but they picked
The
boxing.
hardest.
The
one of
hardest.
Boxing,
yeah,
like
man.
MMA,
That's
Muay
no
Thai. I've
joke,
seen
bro.
Muay Thai fighting. It's a lot of everything else. But boxing, I think, is it's very training based, isn't it? It's very reined into how
regimental, isn't it?
regimental as well.
yeah.
So any fighting sport is going to be fucking hard. But I
Yeah.
think the fact
You're
is,
picking something where you could get
Yeah.
knocked the fuck out
And
in
now-
In front of the world.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
You
But
don't have to
now
do that
they're-
as a celebrity.
but these two brothers, they're always in. Even though
Don't worry, mate.
doing-
They're very well compensated.
yeah,
Yeah, no, they are.
They are
No,
very
but
well
they're-
compensated.
No, they are.
Their
But like,
pod's
this is
quite
what I'm
good.
saying is like, even if you're a
Their
celebrity,
podcast is quite good as well.
Oh yeah. I haven't
but
watched
as
it.
in,
but-
it's
Have
not
you
just
seen
the
when,
money
they're
though.
two
Some
guys-
people you
Wait,
could
hold on,
pay
hold
them
on.
a fucking £1 million and be a celebrity. They still wouldn't go step in the ring and
No, it's
do all
true,
the
it's true,
training
it's
and
true.
hard work. This is
Yeah.
what people don't understand.
you're right.
Like it's not just a case of going up
No, they're
for
hard
8
working,
rounds,
they're hard
bruv. You man are putting in work, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's not
Every
just
day.
a case of just showing up, collecting your salary, bruv. You got to put in work and be conditioned
But
to
I
get
think-
in there.
I think
If not,
that,
you will get hurt.
I think that,
Like,
Yeah.
I think the consensus around it though is that even though like you ain't gonna question Mike Tyson, you ain't gonna question Muhammad Ali, you ain't gonna question Lennox Lewis, you ain't gonna question these people because that's their field.
Yeah.
That's what they do. but in a way, it's like Logan Paul and Jake Paul. The question is, can they do it? Are they that?
Yeah.
Where it's just like they're doing it, so they're obviously it. But then the whole question is, well, they never come from that. Is it a lobbied fight? Is it planned? Is it this? You know what I mean? And it's like it must be annoying to be them. Not that they probably give a fuck because like they're doing well wherever they are.
Yeah.
But they always question where they are. But their podcast, like I think it's Impulsive or something like that. Is it Impulsive?
I think
I'm
I've
not
seen.
sure.
Yeah,
They've had some mad people on there. They had Mike Tyson.
You see
on
when
there.
Tyson done shrooms on
He
there?
just ate a whole bag, bro.
Yeah. That was sick.
Like, for
I said-
example, it must be annoying for
Yeah.
Canelo that he got outclassed by Mayweather and Logan Paul didn't. Even though they
No.
it's mad, but it's
No,
just
no,
like-
no. You're right. You're right.
Logan Paul, it doesn't
I
matter how
didn't
old
think of it.
Mayweather's. To me, if I'm Logan Paul, I'm like, boy, I was in there with Mayweather and I did all right.
Yeah.
Canelo, you man are saying he's the best. He's gone up 5 divisions, bruv. He looked like a rookie. Me, I was sticking on him.
No,
Yeah,
you're
Jake
right.
Paul wants
you're
to
right.
fight him, innit? Jake Paul wants to
team.
fight him.
Going back
Tyson?
to
Tyson. Yeah. Apparently so.
Tyson, though,
Yeah,
bruv,
he did
he's
he
become
called out
more
Mike
of like an
Tyson.
internet sensation through things he says now, bro.
But Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Fury.
No, Mike Tyson. The way he is. Don't you think? I
He's
see him a lot.
amazing.
No, Mike Tyson's
he's
a
sitting
fuck
there-
guy. In this day and age,
Yeah.
he would be cancelled purely based on like
On
I don't know
what
if
he did.
Well, being convicted for rape and going to prison.
Well, not even just
Yeah.
that. Have you seen like actual like old footage of Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
You know what I remember?
This guy is
There's one
fucked,
interview
bro.
that he did with his girlfriend
was
or
born-
whatever,
he
and
was born
and
in
she's
that.
like
when
openly
she
talking
roasts
about
him.
him hitting her and that.
my
It's
God.
like,
Yeah,
bruh.
yeah.
No,
On
I
live-
didn't.
on live TV.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen that. I haven't
Bruv,
seen
there's-
that.
Oh, I've seen. So that one.
Yeah.
I forget her name, but she's like, they're like, oh, what's it like to live with Mike Tyson? She's like,
He's
oh,
a crazy guy.
he's
bro.
very aggressive. Like he changes
He had a mad
moves
life
loads
though,
of the
innit?
time, and they're literally sitting there like,
Holy
and he's like,
shit.
I'm surprised he's so composed because she's ripping into him, saying that he's like unsettled.
Was it the same?
mad, like,
What's her name? Is it Robin?
yeah, it's
Gibbons?
her, Robin
remember
Givens
her name.
or something like that. They got divorced eventually, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
she was ripping him on live TV, ripping him, and he's like sitting there. Just
She probably
like,
got a
proper
slap that
relaxed,
night.
like,
That's the worst thing, isn't it?
yeah, unfortunately.
So sad, bro.
You know,
It's mad.
but even
And imagine getting hit by him. Fuck you, no.
but he's
Like
had
a freight train.
yeah, bruv, he's had some.
Scariest man ever. Like.
That's actually
There's
scary.
so many mad stories
And Hollywood
about Tyson,
uses
though.
him. You know what I mean? They put him in a place of like The Hangover. They put him in a comedy
Yeah.
sense, and it's like
Bruv, have you seen?
he says some mad shit. Like he's done the Toad, didn't he? He's done the DNT
Yeah,
Toad.
yeah,
like
yeah,
he's
yeah,
gone
yeah.
obviously like
No,
dimensional
the
different.
maddest
realms.
thing I've seen him say was there was an interview of him when he was still boxing, but this is when he was in his more senior years and not as good.
Yeah.
And he's in like the gym. He must have finished training or something. And there's like a few interviews in the room, like there's like 5 or 6 interviews, and they're just asking him questions. And then a woman asks him a question, and he's like, "Why are you talking?" or something. He's I usually don't do women. I usually don't do interviews with women unless I'm fornicating with them.
I think I've heard
Yeah,
that.
he said
as well,
some
yeah,
mad
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And then like it goes quiet, and then he's like, "So unless you wanna, you should stop talking." And I'm just thinking, bruv, and no one says anything.
Yeah,
And
we
it's
would.
like, yeah,
would say that.
I mean, yeah. But it's like the fact that you can
Fucking
have
hell.
interviews like that, and then now this guy's on fucking Joe Rogan podcasts and all this stuff,
Yeah,
like
it's
he's
mad.
some
No papers.
charismatic normal guy. It's like, bro, this guy's fucked, man.
Yeah, for real,
Fucked.
for real, for real. It's weird, isn't it? How some people get a bit of a pass for their past. Why does it work like that?
Money.
No one judges
No, I think,
Mike Tyson.
I think he's shown that he has completely changed.
Has he?
And I think he
Well,
has.
and you know that from seeing him on a couple of podcasts.
100%.
Yeah, you know what he gets up to when he goes home. And
Yeah,
he's
mate.
beating his wife black and blue, do you? Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking
He comes
hell,
on there
mate.
going, you don't know who you are.
Don't get fooled into thinking you know people in this day and age.
No, not at all.
Yeah, you don't know.
He's-
You don't know what he's on.
But I would
course
say
not.
Mike Tyson is one that is mentally like, I don't know where he is mentally, but
His mum
even
was-
from when he was a young
His
kid,
mum was a
he
heroin
was
addict.
fucking mad.
Huh?
Like
His mum
he,
was a heroin addict.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I heard that.
And he was like drunk at like
And he was
11
bullied.
Like, yeah, fucked. But still, like,
there was
but it's the way you're taught, innit? When you're molded from like what, but from birth. To
But he
fucking
was-
He's never learned.
16.
There
He
was
was
you
as
know
big
his
as me
trainer-
at like 12 years old. Like he was what 100.
So not that big.
I don't know if you've heard. He was bigger, but
I'm glad for the light.
Different-
we need
different-
one lighter tone there.
he was that big with different build. Like, but even there was another mad one.
That was really good.
But there was another a mad one? When Mike Tyson was like 16 or 17 or something, he had a trainer called Kevin Rooney.
Yeah.
Who's like a really sick trainer or whatever. And like, apparently Mike Tyson tried to like get with like his niece or something like that.
Man,
and like,
on,
no,
bro.
but like,
You know.
obviously in Mike Tyson fashion, so it's probably very heavy-handed or whatnot. And like, Kevin Rooney like put a gun to Mike Tyson and was like, if you ever like chat to her again, I'm gonna fucking kill you or something. And then they removed Kevin Rooney as like one of the coaches. And then even like, I think there's an interview where Mike Tyson actually like apologizes to him. But like, he was honestly mentally like unstable. Because there's interviews, he'll do that like, and then there's other interviews where I've seen where like, again, when he was younger, where he was like, he's about to go into a fight where he actually knocks the guy out plain cold, and he's crying before the fight. I'm scared. I'm gonna
terrified.
lose. I'm terrified. And then he'll go in and just fucking knock the guy blind out, and then try fucking pressure women into like, bruv, the guy. I don't know. Man.
Yeah,
I don't know what to think of the guy.
it's crazy. No, it's crazy.
The last podcast I had was with a philosopher of the mind and psychedelics, and he's done the 5 MEO DMT, and that's what Mike Tyson's done, right? And I said to him, I think the only thing that DMT would be scared of is Mike Tyson. When Mike Tyson is fucking...
Bro.
The guy's got so many personalities.
When he done that
DMT,
mushroom state, there was no change.
Huh?
There wasn't much of a change. He ate...
Oh, what? He's done it on a video.
No, when he done it on Impulsive on.
The shroom. That's not.
No, that's not DMT. But still, bruv, you eat a bag of shrooms and still sit there and have a conversation. Right now, I'll probably be running around the wall.
Yeah.
But yeah, that 5-MeO DMT is the madness. We were chatting about machine elves, isn't it? Do you know about them?
Oh, the little.
So like apparently when you do this DMT, right, it takes you to who knows? And it's all speculation. No one knows whether it's another realm. No one knows whether. What I was trying to find out from this philosopher of the mind and psychedelics, he's written books and everything else around the map, but he's mainly been a philosopher of the mind first. Then he was in Cornwall and just like stumbled across some mushrooms and was like, okay, I could do these for research. Done that. Obviously kept broadening his horizon into like the complex of different psychedelics, LSD and everything else. Got to DMT and he was like,
I just love how like he can call himself like a what does he say, a professor of
Professor of the mind.
he just loves tripping. He just loves tripping.
So basically a drug.
Peter, don't listen to me.
I'm joking. I respect that.
He's Dr. Peter.
Yeah, sorry.
But he's
I'm the same. Call me Dr. Char. Professor of the mind.
But the main thing, when I went onto this pod, the main thing I wanted to work out is like, what's the correlation? Like, what's the connection to why people see the same thing? Like, why?
Yeah.
Is it that obviously you're taking a chemical and that chemical is produced in your brain, and then that chemical is produced in this through the brain pattern or whatever goes on in there, or you're going somewhere, or you're still in the same place, and that reality is coming more visual. You know, maybe we're hallucinating now, and when we take that, it's opening up our perspective. But I was like, what are they like? And he was like, they're just mischievous. They come up to you and you're like,
but that's a common.
It's and he was talking about where it comes, like different shamanism, like where it comes from different places, and he said they're not. Wherever you do it, it's not much different. Like, he said, I haven't done it. He didn't say where he's been doing it. But in legal places, but at the same time, it was like I haven't. You know, they're not much different. So I think either it's something that the mind creates through the chemical that's in it, or you're just opening your perception to maybe that is what is really happening right now. They say you're only taking in like 1% of reality.
Only using 10% of your brain.
Yeah, but apparently, like, there's a lot of grey matter that you can't use and shit. I remember researching that.
Oh,
shit.
is it?
Yeah. But have you ever done like?
But grey matter or dark matter? 'Cause dark
whatever,
matter just like we're just CERN physics. We're just going to build a big machine, and then we're gonna look at all these particles, and then once we found all them, we need to build a bigger machine to find even more parkours. That's what they're doing.
I have no
I
idea.
remember.
You just said,
My mind now blanked out now.
No, but
What reality?
have you ever? Have you, bro? I don't know. Have you ever?
I can't help it. It's like an addiction.
I don't know if-
I gotta find out.
Have you ever done like a balloon and then
Yeah.
in the moment? No,
Kind of
no,
mad
in
realization.
the moment you're like, this is like I've had, as you say, no. I've had a realization. I understand like what, like this is big. I just remember thinking like
the time.
this is like. This is massive. This is gonna change my perception of life.
Wait,
Do you know what I'm saying?
the
But then
balloon in
you
there?
come back to real life and you're like, bro, what the fuck? But
It's
you know what I'm saying?
interesting. It's
Have you had that?
100%. Yeah, bare times.
Have you not had that?
It's interesting that you lot say that.
no,
For me,
Bare
when-
time.
when I
Bare
was-
time.
Bare
I
time.
don't think you've clocked life,
Yeah,
bro. It's like
you're like,
something
I've got
so
it.
profound.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Is that what you lot
What
feel
was
when
it?
you?
Yeah. No, that's that, bro. I'm so
Yeah.
glad you're here.
No,
because-
no, levels,
Is that
levels.
what you lot feel when you do balloons? Because I've had
not every time.
Not every time, not every time.
literal opposite feeling. Like I remember being at
I feel
carnival.
dizzy and I want to.
Not even, I remember doing one at carnival at the end, like walking towards not in Kensal Rise Station, and I remember
yeah.
doing one, and like my head was just ringing, and I was literally like that. Like, it was literally, that was like protruding like just the whole time, and I was just thinking, I'm gonna fucking die. Why did I do?
Why did
this?
I do that
And then I
balloon?
look around, and there's just fucking thousands of people. Just thinking,
And it's like
this
they're
is
looking
the
at
worst
you.
possible place.
It's
to
like they're
die
looking
right
at you
now.
as well.
They're all, literally, I was like,
Yeah. They're all looking at me.
It's interesting
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you lot are thinking you fucking clocked life, and I'm thinking, fucking, I'm gonna die in front of all these people.
I think-
I just like, it's interesting that you lot are having these profound realizations.
It's and you
me,
come back and you're
I'm
like,
on the
bro.
other end
That moment,
thinking,
though.
I wish I never done this balloon. I'm gonna,
Yeah.
it's gonna kill me. Like my mind is like pounding.
But then I think you get to the point. Obviously, you got the nitrous oxide, right? So he was talking about a guy called Humphrey Davies, and he would drink pints of nitrous oxide. So,
Oh my
and then he got to a point where he put it in a gas chamber and put his body, put himself into it, and then he come out and was just like, you know, we're talking about like philosophers.
Sounding like the Green Goblin, but
That's me.
And here I am.
I'm here. all
yes,
week.
Peter.
Oh, shit.
man.
No, go on, right?
I remember I was at festival
go.
years ago.
With me, or
No.
it's just tobacco, mate. You want some?
Yeah, go on then.
Santa, how dare you?
COVID clean.
We've all done our lateral flows, all good. Can't handle your tobacco,
We
lad.
need a break. We need a break.
Oh, mate.
Oh, get some water. Get some water. Where's he going?
He's off.
Oh, that's jokes.
Right, you just writ him off.
I just
Hey,
killed.
where,
I just
where
killed-
can I stand
I
to be
just
off
killed
camera?
Paul.
Do you think if I stand over there, it'll be alright?
Yeah.
Actually, to...
That camera's died anyway.
Why? What do you need to do?
This is killing my ears, bro.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's do 10 minutes and then we'll finish it up after.
All right.
Have a small break.
Oh, what? Are we having a break now?
Yeah, have a small break, innit?
Alright, sweet.
Yeah. Come on.
So just taking a little break. And this is where I ask you just for a little bit of help on signing up to Patreon. Like and subscribe on my YouTube channel as well. And as you can see, the lad's got a free mug. So if you sign up to Patreon as well, I will be sending one of them out to you. And it's $1.99 a month. And it just helps me with a little bit of change to keep this going and keep the laughs going. And then obviously broadening our horizons on what reality is. And I'll be talking to lots of people in January. But definitely more regular hosts in the or guests on the host. I'm the fucking host in the shed on a monthly basis to keep the momentum going. But yeah, Patreon. I'll leave all the links below for everyone else as well. I hope you're enjoying the episode so far, and let's get back into it.
Last Christmas we kept you apart, but the very next day we parted away. This year, to save my career, I'll have to come up with something special.
Get him, Dennis. Get him. Get him, Dennis. Bro, you had your eyes closed. You was healing that. You was healing that.
Felt
Bro,
like I was at the Tory Christmas parties. Hey. No, these peasants don't know how to party. I'll tell you what, boys. You know.
Fucking hell, Julie.
First off the party. Handcuffed.
At the investigators yard, did it?
You having a little dime bar there, a little dime bar. Nice though, isn't it?
You're evil.
So yeah,
Oh, man.
last 10, 15 minutes, I thought, obviously we talked politics, we've talked psychedelics, we talked everything else, but I think looking back on the year, we're going into New Year's, right?
Right.
What do you guys think is the best thing to come out of this year? Because I think we've been driven by negativity, so I think we need to look at like the
positives.
Yeah.
You know what? For me, yeah. This is gonna
Silence.
sound. No, no. It might. I don't know. It might sound mad,
Don't matter.
but
Go on.
I know that means you're gonna try and mug me off straight after. I know what that means. I know what that means. I know you're thinking it's a shaky. I know. I already know what you're thinking. You're thinking this is gonna be a shaky point, and you smell blood in the water. I know. Bro. I know you're not. I know you're not.
Excellent.
No, do your thing.
No, but for me,
Yeah.
it's the fact that don't just follow the government blindly. Don't they said the end of
everything.
the end of critical thinking is
No, not blindly. Don't follow them at all.
no, but this is what I'm saying. But it's a process. So don't. So
Of course.
what they say is not necessarily completely objectively correct. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
So it's when the coronavirus is going, it's like, yeah, as soon as the vaccine comes, everyone take it. We'll be out of lockdown. Life will be as it was before. BC, before Corona. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then suddenly, 2 doses? Everyone's got 2 doses. No, it's not enough. It's not enough. Now it's boosters.
Yeah.
But where's it
money,
stop?
money.
Where's it, this is what I'm saying. Where's it
Course,
stop? So
man.
now people are
37
starting. Now
billion
people are
to
starting to
Pfizer, yo.
think. Do you know what? Maybe. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's not. It's not as. What they don't want the best for us.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
you're
Do you
getting
know
to
what
the
I'm
point.
saying?
Where
No, it's not me. It's I'm happy seeing it from a macro point of view.
Yeah. But we're all macro, but we can be bigger than that in a sense. You know what I mean? If we all understand we're all collective, and if we all started thinking the same, we might actually all wake up to this point. And I think where you're getting at with that is that you can see through the bullshit. Hopefully,
And I think other people are starting to. Yeah.
The booster lines ain't down the fucking road. There's no one there. Like where these places.
No, I've
go.
seen mad lines. I'm not
Mad
gonna lie
lines.
to you. I've seen mad lines.
for the
Yeah, I've
boosters?
seen.
I stay in the shed too long.
I've seen
I'm away
crazy
from the
lines
world.
still, but it's. I just think. Do you know what? Just like anything, don't just take it at face value.
No.
You need to take it on and really, really think, because it might be the best thing. It might be the best idea, but don't just take any idea they give as gospel. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just
Apart
and I think we're moving to more towards that based of, and also with everything that's been uncovered recently about all those parties on Downing Street and things like that.
Yeah.
So they're telling the peasants, as people have said in this podcast, oh yeah, the peasant, like that's how they probably refer to us, the plebs. You know what I'm saying? Whereas there was that video, I mean the picture in where they was outside, Parliament in May or whatever, and like people are burying their parents and they haven't seen their parents in months, and they can't go to the funeral. Whereas these lot all sitting side by side, no masks, bringing their wives,
We've
dogs.
gotta remember, this is the same government. Didn't that one? I forgot. I don't know if he was an accountant or something, part of the MP. Didn't he drive from like London to Newcastle or something? To go,
Dominic Cummings.
yeah, and then they're telling us not to go fucking
But
hospital to see your parents.
another way
Come on, man.
to look at this, maybe, because we're talking about it from face value, like we're seeing it what it is. Maybe like the artists are strategizing what you should see, what you should think, as in what we're showing you is what's going on, right? So what I see now is a distrust in government. So like you're starting to realize, okay, they have affairs, They have parties. They break the rules. We're not going to trust them. So doesn't that open up a way for corporations to come in and say, look, your government isn't really that trustworthy. We're going to come in and we're going to run the situation now. You know, and we're all talking about how they work, but really it could just be another course of the way it's going to run after that. And I'm going to save this as a reel because in 2 years, that's probably the case.
No, I feel you, but all I'm saying is...
Or they're just getting caught out.
all I'm saying is Child of Wanderer 2022, vote for me. Vote for me or fuck off, innit? That's all I'm saying.
Honestly,
fucking gang shit, the weird live on, I'm out. No, I'm joking.
I think it's just such a... Hey. The Charlie.
Charlie walks.
No, but honestly, I think it's just a simple explanation in the sense that, like,
I wish there was one.
there's so many people that, like you say, obviously, there are people that unfortunately haven't been able to see their loved ones and whatnot and things like that have been in hospitals and have been told they can't see them. But on the flip side, there's been just normal people that aren't in parliament or in these high positions of power that have just been breaking the rules or just haven't had to follow them, and there's been no checking up on that. And there's just members of parliament that are doing the same shit, but have just been caught out.
Yeah.
It's just as simple as that, really. It's not like these men are taking the piss. If they weren't members of parliament, they
are taking the piss.
But they are taking the piss because they're in these positions of
They're
power.
making the
but it's
rules and disobeying them.
following
But
them,
not
yeah.
just that. There was that remember that student. Yeah, obviously all the contracts and the track and trace.
people getting
37
fined
billion.
and shit like
Bro,
that.
that student that got
Okay.
fined 10
So
grand.
Pretty
Yeah,
Patel,
yeah.
right?
Bro,
her,
10 Downing Street's 14 confirmed parties. The Met Police are saying we don't
We're not going to
investigate crimes retrospectively. Fam, what do you think a crime is?
Wait. I know.
What do you think a crime is? Do you
exactly.
think you're gonna investigate it
I know
in
you- I know
in
you-
advance? Are you dumb?
I'm gonna have to pull you down. Pull you down, bro.
Dumb.
People might have AirPods, really good ones.
Sorry. I'm passionate about
Pretty
this.
Patel, bruv.
Passionate about Pretty Patel, you know.
Bro, I'm passionate about.
Her assistant.
I hear it.
Nothing to do with pharmaceutical companies or anything like that. Started a pharmacy, right? 2019, worth £200. I think within a couple of months, it was worth 110 million. You know, they're all earning on the back, and then she's telling students, if you take drugs, I'm going to take away your passport, you know? And everyone's going to be like, oh, this is so political. But it's like, this affects all of us. We need to be talking about this shit because it's going to change.
We should take to the streets like
But
Paris.
this has nothing to
like
do
no,
France.
if they've
We
taken
should
off
take
the
to
protest.
But this
streets,
has
bruv.
nothing to do with my question about positivity.
People are waking up, and we're gonna take to the streets.
It's a revolution.
Like
We're gonna
20
pick-
when was it?
We're gonna
2011.
pick the shed up. and we're gonna
2011
walk it out.
when that kid got killed by the police, we took to the streets and they got scared, fam, because they saw the power of the people.
Yeah,
The hood
yeah,
took
yeah.
to the streets. This is what I'm talking about.
I was in Mali at the time, but respect
we-
to everyone. Yeah, so you
Yeah, it was happening. But nah, like I say, fuck the police. That's how I treat them. We buy our way out of jail,
But we can't buy freedom.
A lot of things don't really need them.
So yeah, going
Things
back-
we buy,
Go
don't
back.
know what's inside.
maintain ourselves.
And love they will.
And the white men get paid off for all of that.
I ain't even gonna act holier than that. Anyway.
Yeah, you know, man.
We are self-conscious. I'm just the first to admit it.
Yeah, man, that was when he was a normal human being. But nah,
bruv,
let's
he's
end
more
on-
normal now.
Wait,
Oh,
Silence. No, but
Especially not true.
no. Come on. Have you watched the podcast with Revolt?
What
He was chatting
the
some
drink champs
mad-
one?
Yeah, the Revolt. I think it was Revolt, innit?
The drink champs.
Is it the one? Is it the one with like Noriega, like the guy that claps a lot?
For no reason.
Yeah.
The
You talking about that one?
two guys. He's wearing like a lime green top.
Yeah,
leather
yeah,
jacket.
yeah.
He was chatting some real shit, and I think a lot of the time, like, it just comes like sounds to people with what he's saying. Like, I used to think Kanye was a bit of a madman. I used to think David Icke is still a bit mad, but like a lot
David
of the time,
Icke is definitely mad.
Yeah, but I used to think like Alan Watts. Like Alan Watts is just is a philosopher, just explaining like everything we're in is just sound and music. But he would explain it in like big up. He's sleeping always.
So
But like I listened to like Alan Watts with Chill Step, like music working out like 5 years ago, and didn't really understand half of it. Then my perception changed and I understand a lot more of it. And I think Kanye was talking a lot, but the way he talks is he gets lost in it. Like, you know, on Joe Rogan, he's talking for so long, and it's like he'll ask him one question and he'll end at the end point, and it's nothing to do with what he was saying before.
Yeah.
No,
He's just ranting fucking with no structure. Like,
No,
Sorry, go on.
go.
No, I was gonna say like every now and then I'll watch a Kanye interview and like there is like a nugget of gold in there or something. But,
Yeah.
like,
Like
a lot of the
anything,
time,
though,
like I feel like he lost a lot of credibility sometimes when there have been like certain stunts, like
A Wiley stunt.
you know what I mean, like a
Yeah,
couple,
yeah, yeah.
like you say something to get a reaction, or you're gonna go
Of
for,
course.
you're
So
gonna
then
go
it's
for
a bit-
president, or like, do you know what I mean? And it's like some
slavery thing.
the slavery thing. It just makes me think, bro, like how much of it is like
Real.
a genuine like
Yeah.
thought or perspective,
wolf,
and
innit?
how much of it is you fucking trying to stay relevant, or maybe like, you know,
Riling
getting
up
your
the
name out there, or
yeah.
do you know what I mean? And I think a lot of that, that's the conflict I have sometimes, because like I don't know if you're being real, like, so I just tend to like discount most of it. But like every now and then you do listen to him, and it's like, yeah, okay, there's a couple nuggets of gold in there, but it's like, I don't know, man.
I think he's a special mind.
Yeah, I said that.
Here we go.
You ain't-
You know, who else is a special
Listen,
mind?
they're two of the people that I think are special mind. But honestly, with Kanye, I think he's a deep thinker, and I think he's operating on this frequency where
Yeah.
if he
Tapped into the
no,
manipulation.
but not even that. It's like I think he sees it so clearly, and it's almost the fact that his vocabulary can't get his point across. So it's like when you're a child,
The world
and
is words,
and
yeah.
someone's like, oh, he's tired, and you're getting so angry. You're like, I'm not tired. I'm
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
I
yeah.
want this and this and this. But your vocabulary doesn't. You're not able to express yourself, and when you can't express yourself, you get frustrated and angry. And I think that's what Kanye does a lot. I think,
I don't think he did that in
think-
the last one though, and that's why I really related.
is this how a conversation works? No, I'm joking.
I was just tapping
I'm
in,
joking.
and I was relating to you.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm
gonna-
joking.
Just so
I'll
everyone
make that a
knows-
soundbite. Someone cutting him off
No,
now. It's
No, I'm joking, my brother.
You
Chat
got to
to
see
me.
the aliens. Oh, that's all you.
No,
bro.
I'm joking. Chat to me. Chat to
You're
me.
crap.
No. I was agreeing. I was adding topic.
Oh man, yeah.
But yeah. Go on.
No, I think he basically works himself up into a point where he's basically talking to thinkers that haven't thought as in depth in these topics as
Yeah.
he has, and he's almost
100%.
getting so frustrated
That you
that
don't
he's
know
like,
this.
how can you not know where I'm coming from? But he doesn't have the vocabulary or the time to get that point
Yeah.
across.
Yeah.
So
And that's what I think.
Terence McKenna said the world is based on words. You know, an apple isn't an apple without calling it an apple, right?
Jeez. I
So
love
like
that.
he would say that you know, it's a dimensional reality, but based upon dictionary. So the way that we are going is that you can only relate to certain people if you have the same dictionary. You know, if we all had fucking sign language taught in school, we could all talk to everyone around the world. But I don't want that. You want everyone in different cultures.
Divide and
different-
conquer.
Divide and conquer, yo. So, but I think, his way of explaining has been very sporadic and not reined in to where people can just be like, oh, I get that. You know, but then you can talk to other people like that flat earth guy. He's got it very reined in on that interview that I had, that everything I say, he's got a point to say to that. It's very regulated
Yeah.
to his point of view. And Kanye doesn't really have that. He's just jumping on and like, okay, I've got that idea. Okay, I've got this idea. Okay, I'm going to say it like that. You know, it's hard to put your point across in so many of these realities or these things that we know that it can get lost. And that's it.
Explaining what you mean very simply is
It's hard.
a very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a skill in
yeah.
itself. Like just
Yeah.
using simple words to explain difficult stuff. It's like,
And that
'cause
might
then
be the build of what we need to get to, innit? Through this, through podcasting, what are we doing? We're all communicating, we're all talking, we're elevating our way of communicating with people in more of a hyper-focused sense or environment. So yeah, I think that's positive.
Yeah, man.
So that's the positive we're going
That's the
with
positive.
before we cut off.
Before the end of the world.
Hey. Also, all I'm saying is, remember when it was the Aztec calendar, 2012, end of the
yeah,
world.
yeah.
Now it's 2021. Maybe they just flip the numbers round. Didn't
No,
it?
it's just that it starts again.
Oh, it just starts
The
again.
Mayan calendar.
It's
just that it starts
2022
again.
next week.
Kind of
Mine.
worried.
Or
We're
10
going
days.
into
2020.
New Earth, New
Part
Earth.
2.
Yeah. Yeah, let's cap it. Let's
So if you want to follow Morning Breath, chat to us.
shout out everyone. So
Morning
Chat
Breath.
to us.
Morning breath, yeah.
I'm not even sure what my ats are, so maybe we're gonna
Yeah,
have
morning
to-
breath.
Should we come back to you? Should we come back to you?
Spotify.
You know what? Yeah, let me find out. I'll come back to me, innit?
Dirty. Talk to us.
If you want
you wanna-
personal training, this guy's a
if
G,
you wanna-
but he's not my personal trainer.
Yeah, if you want to, if you want,
Paul.
Yeah,
if you want personal training,
personal pool.
personal
one of
pool.
them?
No, seriously, though, if you want personal training, you can hit up my colleague. Den does fitness. He'll see you through.
Yeah, it's a shout. I think it's just 2 underscores and then morning breath, or maybe 3 underscores. But I'm sure the people will find it.
Go on Spotify,
yeah.
type in morning breath, and
Yeah.
you can listen.
Oh
to
yeah,
Morning
exactly.
Breath.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I'll put all the links anyway below.
Yeah.
But morning breath, like I gotta big it up. Like it's a good. You know, you're going for a walk, you're on a train or whatever. Take a minute out and just listen to something that's gonna be like funny, but also like something you can relate to, and talk to other people about. You know, and then if you want to listen to me and listen to a wacko about some shit with mushrooms or whatever. Sometimes on a solo pod I might be a bit different, but it's a good takeaway. Which I think is cool.
Man.
And then Charlie boy, what you
I've
up
enjoyed
to? What you
this.
up to?
Thank you so much for having us,
thanks for
having me
having us on,
again.
bro.
Man, it's been
My
an
guy,
It's been a
my
pleasure.
brother.
No, thank you.
It's
all,
been lovely.
all for
At
coming.
Charlie the Wanderer, at the Weird Livon,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
at Broncolino.
Ah,
You know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
Come on,
Also,
God, come on.
and that, yeah. Sheesh.
also, if you shop in Camden, Sainsbury's, Charlie will be there as Buddy the elf.
Buddy the OG elf. Listen,
Round the
keeping.
corner.
Hey, we throwing stacks at it. You know what I'm
Oi,
saying?
oi.
Moving brick.
Yeah,
And obviously-
zero.
Merry from Santa and the Grinch. Merry Christmas and Happy New
Filthy
Year.
animals.
Yeah,
And I'll be
Yeah,
sure
well,
to be
everyone have a
climbing
good
down those
Christmas, innit?
chimneys in a couple days' time. Make sure
But-
you got the cookies
Co-
and milk.
COVID responsible, obviously.
Yeah.
Make
It'll come
sure
with
you
a
got the
mask.
cookies and milk, and if there's no milk, you can set it up in Anyway.
Bing bong, bing bong.
Christmas, we kept you apart, but the very next day we parted away. This year, to save my career, I'll have to come up with something special.